And we're live.
Just like that, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Look at that, counting. I promise
but
no
will
maths.
the bot catch up? That's the real question.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? It's Saturday night. It is time to put some Linux inside of yourself. Yes.
Oh no, I can't see because my graphics drivers don't work.
Everything's
What?
not
I can't
functioning.
hear you. Sound doesn't work on Linux.
Where can I get notifications for my terminal?
They already have a bell. The X11 bell functionality, that's there.
If my terminal made a noise at me, or if somebody came in, broke into my house, and enabled my PC speaker, and I got a beep, I'd probably wee myself a bit.
See, you use Debian. Debian by default comes with the PC speaker module plugged in. So if you have the PC speaker in your box, it will beep
Giggity.
repeatedly.
Yeah, I remember when I bought like a really cheap Lenovo laptop for college because my other laptop had died and I just needed a computer. And yeah, the PC speaker thing was not disableable in BIOS. And so yeah, you had to fucking mod pro, you had to like RM mod the fucking thing,
RM
blacklist
mod,
it.
yep.
You gotta blacklist. No, I have the PC speaker disabled in the Threadripper, but these other boxes I keep it on because I don't have to have the monitors on to shut them down. I can Vulcan nerve pinch until I hear beep. I'm like, aha, beep, right, enter.
Yep.
Indeed. We just wrapped up the pre super shows and covered a couple of things. Mostly like Google searches, among other. Trying to hack
Nose hair.
Nose hair.
Yes.
Nose hair is very important. Ear hair. Grooming.
Yes.
Grooming tips from LGC.
Linux grooming tips.
I was gonna say that is that LGR Linux grooming rips.
Just have electric razors. And it's just,
No, you just take like fucking bong hits and brush your teeth.
okay. Oh man.
BAFCON Live, thank you for the host.
Right on. So what do we got tonight? We got shipping dates for you dicks. That's got a brilliant SteamDB reminder extension. We probably covered this before in the show, but I was reminded about it because I got so angry. Because I was thinking, like most of you, hey, when my Steam account turns 18, that's when the age verification thing's going to go away. No, it doesn't.
Last time we covered that, it didn't even support Chrome.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've definitely had a couple updates to it. So
And of course, the 3050, but it's still a better love story than you know who. New version of Wine, we got some Hipster Wiggle 3D, and YouTube is...
YouTube gaming, man, it's the future.
It is.
It's the future of something.
Things are changing. Shrug emoji.
To be fair, they started it, and then they just kind of,
I mean, like, to the guy's credit, he was probably... They probably came to him, they're like, here's a dump truck of money. It's slightly larger than the dump truck of money Google backed up in your yard a year ago. You want to come over to our dump truck? And the guy's like, yes, I do.
I just can't imagine trying to get anything done, like at YouTube or any... Because it is Google. They're like, hey, we tried, and like a year later, you'd be like, hey, so I got this thing we've been working on. Like, oh, right, we still have that, don't we? Huh. Yeah, we forgot about it. Just whatever. Just, yeah, have fun.
do you want to take over the project?
Yeah, it's yours now.
No? All right, well, we're killing it. What do you mean it has 5 million active users? They'll move on to the next thing. It's fine.
Yeah, just say it was like a security breach or something. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi, Google Plus. Not bitter about that.
Yeah. If we just leave it fucking wide open, we'll have to kill it, right?
Oh no, it had so many bots, and there was this security vulnerability. Really? Was there?
Has anyone else noticed on YouTube Mobile? There's now the little bar up at the top that like lets you filter by like live and
Yeah. New to me stuff like that.
yeah, it's like baby steps because this is like live discoverability on YouTube, non-existent. You pretty much just have to be subscribed. There's no way to like. You can browse like the live section, but good luck finding categories inside of that. YouTube has a mobile app.
Yeah, it's called YouTube Vanced. I mean, what?
Strider, if you give me some hot takes about what you're going to do. You can come on the show and we can just record it. Or you can hire a video producer. Go for it, buddy. I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, you're a video producer. Do you want Strider money?
No, not really. I mean, I'd do it for him, but... It's just gonna be like censored bleeps, except for like ands and these and...
No, I'll bleep everything but the word fuck.
Yeah. Oh no, like
it's just the cuss words, everything else is bleeped.
Any expletive is going to be loud and clear, but everything else is going to be censored. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I've just never had like a nice, dog shit taco Barbara Streisand rant from anyone to...
Right.
Speaking of censorship, Gamers Nexus, the way that they censor the fucks and the shits, where they just mute the sound in between the word, every single time that happens, I think, oh god, was that an X run?
I'm getting good at like...
And then I look at Katya, it's like, no, it wasn't.
I nigh perfected my comedic censor beep. Like I know how to cut that in very well now. Twitch to cover, man. You know what? Twitch is. Well, I guess I'm like laser focused because I'm either in like science and technology or like making crafts and stuff like that. It's usually what I watch. What do you normally watch?
Honestly, I haven't been watching a lot of stuff on Twitch lately.
Yeah, no, not much Twitch. I've been watching a lot of Musty One and Hand Tool Rescue, and basically people fixing shit. That's what I've been watching.
Hand Tool Rescue. I've watched a couple of those, but that is the mechanical equivalent of retrobreading things.
Yes. It's taking really old shit, making them work again. It's like, cool.
Right. Which I'm down with. Sometimes I'll watch game. Okay, like here's somebody I'll randomly watch Deadmau5 when he's like playing a video game or working on something. Just background noise. That's all I need. Good, satisfactory background noise. What? Now let's get to the root of this problem, Strider. What do you think a video producer is?
I mean, how glib a response do you want?
You just need to put a camera on that. When you start doing that, you put a camera on that. We want to see.
Dude, I follow this strongman, Brian Alsrew. And like one of the videos he posted is like, dude, I'm really excited about this spoon. I just carved it out of a block of maple. And I'm like, and he goes and he shows the whole process, and it's he's like straight up carving a spoon. I'm like, good on you for having varied interests, man. Like,
no, that's dope, man. I'm like,
yeah.
All right. I watched that for different reasons like that. Bank that in the brain. It might come in handy one day.
Yeah, how to make a spoon. Yeah.
Because that's something I don't believe gets enough attention in zombie or survival television and movies is flatware. It's a critical part of survival. You don't want to like live like animals.
And any sort of garment making
Troglodytes eating with your hands.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, zombies are not a good salad fork.
Butter knife.
French guy. Have a good sleep then.
It's French geitch.
Geitch.
Spoon crafting.
French geesh.
I have my stainless steel sporks from ThinkGeek. Still got those. I don't think I've ever used them. They're in the drawer though. Like I could use them if I wanted. It's just
okay.
Yeah.
I need to track down all the forks and knives in the house because they're not in the kitchen. I did the buying a bunch of plastic forks and knives look like the metal ones.
That was a knife. I was not expecting the knife. Okay.
Oh yeah, Susu, she does that shit.
Oh.
Sexy knife aficionados. I mean, I break all sorts of stuff, man.
Well,
What have I broken today? I've broken my fast.
I haven't broken anything today yet. See, shut up, Fate. Leave me alone. Yeah, we have a competing French guys in Trackmania now.
Ah, it's a French off.
Yeah, except one of them's good.
Oh, shots fired.
I assume the one who's good is Yannick.
I'm not naming names. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to start anything, man. Jeez.
I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just trying to stoke tensions.
I'm not starting anything. I'm just fanning the flames. What are you talking about?
Always instigating, Pedro. Always instigating, man. I'm just trying to keep peace, man. All right, let's get underway.
Mir, don't. You're gonna jinx it. You're doing good lately. Shh.
See, I just operate under the assumption that I thoroughly broke something today. I just don't know yet. Like, well,
I was reading a blog post by Charity Majors, who's like a DevOps writer, and she said something that I think really resonated with me, which is everything exists in a state of degraded functionality. Nothing is working the way it's supposed to be working currently. There's always something wrong in the system.
Mm-hmm.
You may not know what it is.
Be aware of it.
May not be.
Yeah.
It may not be causing a problem right now, but you are operating at a degraded state, regardless of what you think.
it's live. Yeah, I do the social media.
And yeah, you should engineer like that should be like the principle that you engineer everything from, is that like it's gonna be 75% working all the time. So make sure that like at least 75% of it can function at a given time.
Well, there's a lot of philosophies. I remember my mom explaining to me, because about like, were things genuinely like overbuilt back in the day? Just like 100% man. It's like our engineering and tolerances for mechanical engineering, that's where she was coming from, have gotten so fine now where you can say, I need this to last for 8 years. And it's going to be plus or minus a year. Like back then, we were dealing with like 15-year plus minus variances. So yeah, it was always build over. That's why you have so many things that are 60 or 70 years old and are built like a damn tank. Have you ever seen one of those old like Bell South rotary phones? Dude,
My grandma still has a rotary phone. Still works. She still uses it.
you could wreck a house of people with one of those. Just plug it back in. You're like, you're good.
Yeah, and to be fair, it was mostly made out of metal, so yes.
Yes.
Things these days, not so much on the made out of strong, sturdy metal stuff.
All right. Let's get underway, everyone.
And for anyone keeping track, it was 12 minutes. 12 minutes for the bot to
All right.
come and say we're live.
Pedro, are you slowly turning into Count Von Count? Is this becoming a thing now? This is like the third time.
To be fair, I thought the one with the netbooks yesterday was appropriate, but this one was not intentional. It just kind of slipped into that.
It doesn't count, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Let's crunch the numbers.
All right, everyone. Make it the right spot in the show notes. Yes. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly. The show covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, I see what you're up to. Whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Ben. That's Jordan. That's Pedro. And together with you, Shadow Dynamic, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. Now, before we get started, we like to see what's going on in each other's life organs. We just finished a riveting conversation about counting. It was, it really added up.
It was definitely a lot of that.
Yeah. You really got my number there, didn't you?
I genuinely have nowhere to go with that, but I did do a thing this week after taking 2 weeks off because I got in the most epic fuckbox Game of War, boy, on PC. I finally went back and I beat the game. If you're wondering, venting your way through it, I did one side quest in the entire game, 21.9 hours. I was impressed. Had a great time with it. I you always do the calculation at the end of the game. I was like, how long did that take? How much was that? It balanced out very well. And I got to hang out with Teal the entire time. So I'm like, all right, that works. And what else? This thing. I'm playing around with this thing. This is, oh man, guess who didn't set up the Firefox?
Darkness imprisoning me.
There it is. This is an old SE 2200 and just playing around with it. I didn't mean to get it. This is the byproduct of you need to get the hell off Guitar Center sometimes because you'll do a search and you'll see something like, I don't need that, but it's like $50. All right, fine. I guess I'll get it. Yeah, the dangers of that. Jordan, you're aware of though.
Yeah, I'm hovering over that with like a Casio keyboard. I'm like, do I really need a Casio keyboard? No, but it's $14. I finally got around to upgrading the Jackbox here to kernel 5.16. Yeah, the low latency improvements for USB audio, they're fucking legit,
dude. It's yes,
great. Like night and day. Also, did a testing week this week, powerlifting wise. I bench about 350. Well, 360. So, that's good.
Very good.
Road to 400 underway. But I want to do 405 for my bench press. But right now I do about 350.
Are you talking like kilo feet?
Yeah.
All right.
Decaleagues.
like seriously, are you talking kilos or pounds?
Pounds.
All right. I could do
I don't think I could bench 400 kilos. That's a lot.
That'd be 4 of me.
that is very close to the deadlift record. So I don't think I can outbench what y'all can.
Man, I don't know if you're on like some of those like good drugs. How about you, Pedro? Any good drugs in your life?
Do netbooks count as drugs?
If you grind them up and snort them, yes.
You're making a heroic attempt at making them.
If you cook them down in a spoon with some water and like put them in a syringe and inject them in your veins.
When you're not busy spying on people's data.
Look, to be fair, I didn't win the auction that had 3 of these Asus EEE PC 701s. 3 of them. 2 of these pearl white ones and that blue one that's in the table back there. And
so can you make the Megazord?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Asking the real questions.
But I did end up getting the emails like, oh yeah, the person who won the action didn't pay. So do you wanna for the $20 or the 20 pounds that you bid? It's like, yes, give. So I've been looking through them to see if people had the previous owners had left anything.
So you got 3 netbooks at one time. Did you like spread them out on the floor and like roll around on them?
No, I just made them work. One is running Haiku. That one that I showed is running Haiku. The one back there that Nori is now her writing machine, effectively, that's running Debian. And the other one that I have is running LXLE. So, yeah.
So where did the Windows 7 starter license go?
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. See if you can,
down the drain.
See if you can get Windows 3.11 for work groups up and running on one.
See if you can just get like DOS running DOS 5.
Probably.
Yeah, you can just set up free DOS on literally anything.
Free DOS doesn't count. Free DOS doesn't count. You need to get a floppy drive, a USB floppy drive, and install Windows 10 on your netbook.
That's going to be the hard bit, the USB floppy drive. Well, the expensive bit probably.
It's not cheap. Nay, practically free, like the horse.
I mean, the horse is pretty cheap. Just like your mom, it's the Steam
Linux
update
of the week.
And also your mom.
Yes, and apparently the 25th. That's surely shaping up to be an interesting day. And yes, the Steam Deck, the Game Gear, whatever you want to call it, it is apparently going to start rolling out for people who put up their reservations.
Yes.
People who put down their reservations will start getting emails on the 25th. When we were having this discussion earlier on Discord, it's also the day that Elden Ring comes out, and it's also the day that a certain someone who I live with that they were born. So
no Elden Ring for Pedro. Got it.
Oh, no. What you see is a mind perplexed right now because he's trying to work all these into one thing.
Yeah. This is the.
I'm trying to work
Sherlock.
all of these into one paycheck. Yes.
Yeah. No. But the good thing is emails are getting sent out in the order that reservations were received. None of this lottery shit. It's good old fashioned FIFO for the win. And you get 72 hours from the time you get your email to complete the purchase before you go to the back of the line.
Dude. Okay, we got to look at this now. We had that one delay. You know, we all thought we would have our dicks in hand right now. A little delay on the dicks, but minimum valve time. All things considered, these go out when they claim. That's pretty nice. And you think about this, man. Not just Linux gamers, not Windows gamers, not the poor people that have a Mac. Just PC gamers in general, technology enthusiasts. After 2 years of this shortage, overpriced bullshit, we need a win. And this is kind of a little win. This is a little victory. Like, hey, we can kind of get a thing that we can play with. We can do games. It's a nice portable PC. Yeah. I mean, something to play around with that's affordable. And yeah, the anti-scalping mechanism, see how difficult that is to implement for companies that want to do it.
And it's Valve has the possibility of putting out a gaming device when people can't buy a gaming computer with a decent GPU in it. And you have... Come on.
A heavily subsidized laptop, but like, hey, it runs games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a laptop APU and a faster one that we currently have. So, yeah. But yeah, now I get to see just how late I was after, you know, the Steam store when the reservations went up. It was spitting 502s and 503s at me. And then it told me that my Steam account wasn't old enough when I've had that Steam account for 16 years. But yeah.
It's minor. It can't drink alcohol.
It's got to be 18.
What are you talking about?
It's got to be 18. This is fantastic for everyone who's managed to legitimately like build up a little dick fund, and they're not going, can we sell the cat?
Can I eat this month, or will I have to feast on games?
I will sit back. You know, I'll probably buy a baby dick like later on after you can just go
the initial wave.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's always going to be like manufacturing defects that we're only going to like find out about once it gets into like a shit ton of people's hands. Mm-hmm. There's going to be like software issues at the beginning. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully, like you'll be able to just buy one normally eventually instead of having to go through the reservation system at some point.
I'm basically just doing it so I can have a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. So you can emulate some Bayonetta.
That's pretty much it, man. It's
load user.
It is my Nintendo loophole to play some Bayonetta. Steamwork feature update though. Dynamic cloud sync. I thought it did that.
Well, this one is a little bit more enhanced now. You got to turn it on a per game basis for your deck developers. But when enabled, when your player suspends the Steam Deck, it will automatically sync whatever save files they have for Cloud Save to the Steam Cloud. So theoretically, if you were to go and suspend your Steam Deck, go to your computer, launch your game, you could pick up theoretically where you left off. Hopefully the going vice versa on the other hand, which I think is kind of the big problem, is like for me, like, okay, I gotta like get up and go somewhere. I want to take my shit with me. On my desktop now, I have to like save, quit, and exit. If I suspended my Steam Deck, do I need to like sync the saves and reload another save? I don't know. There's some questions to be answered there. But you know, it's otherwise it's a pretty good feature, right? Like even if it's not like fully thought out, being able to move more freely between deck and regular PC is always a plus. More developers actually need to enable cloud saves though. That seems to be a recurring problem. As someone who has multiple computers I play video games on, I would like some consistency, please.
And those developers that do enable cloud saves, please, by all means, I fully support, the cloud saves and what they're trying to do with the Game Gear here. Just go into suspend mode and it automatically triggers the Steam Cloud. Yes, please. However, sync the saves, not the settings. Because, and I'm looking directly at Hot Wheels Unleashed here, because playing it on this box, 2560 by 1440, everything cranked, yes. Gonna play it on the laptop, I don't want that. I want 1080p with everything down to minimum, so I can at least get 60. Okay?
Yeah, you would think with the Steam Deck, that's going to be extra critical too, because you have battery optimized settings. I don't know. I guess it really depends on... It depends on how the game is storing their saves, because if they store like the user config and the saves all together, then that's a problem versus like saving.
Well, here's a question that I'll just throw out there. I'm speaking from ignorance, and because we see this with retro gaming all the time, save states. Mm-hmm. Is something like that possible on a modern gaming, or is that going to be very like hardware dependent on?
Yeah, I think it's very much hardware dependent, right? Because part of why you can do save states in an emulator is because you have that layer of abstraction. You're running the code in a virtual machine. You can just say like, stop memory here, pick up where you left off later on.
And those are usually teeny tiny games, comparatively speaking. So whatever contents are there, they will fit in RAM or they will fit in a teeny tiny file on whatever file system you happen to be using. If you have a 100 gigabyte game that's taking 12 gigs of RAM, that save state is going to be a pain in the butt.
But I don't know. Maybe with ultra fast storage and like 3D NAND and shit, you might be able to technically make something like that work.
That was the spiel for the PS5, and yet no game has made use of that thing yet.
How dare you besmirch Ratchet and Clank? Also, I can't get a PS5, so shut up.
So I know this next thing, I know we've probably talked about it before, but I wanted to give it another mention because I get irritated digging through some forums, and every time I clicked on the link and it was like, are you over the age of 18? Yes. And if you ever feel useless, remember the checkbox of remember me or remember my decision on this computer exists on the Steam web store. So I was like looking around, then Kismet, I saw a dude post, what's his name on Twitter? The SteamDB guy. I can't think of his name right
Pavel?
now.
Xpaw,
yes. Yeah. He posted like, hey, everyone, you do remember that this exists. It's like, hey, you know what? Let's remind everybody about the SteamDB Chrome extension, Firefox extension, and Chrome extension.
Yeah, it's still a Chrome extension. Let's be real.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could use the first one on the latter. But, I mean, it does this SteamDB ratings, last game updates, historical low prices, a bunch of useful player stats, and a bunch of stuff that I'd never used.
The actual game ID? Yeah. That's handy if you're trying to find where your fucking saves and settings are.
And if you're trying to get down to like inventory trading, all these a gang of stuff I never use, but I suggest just if you type it into Google, it'll be in the show notes. And it's got, all the privacy stuff. Like we don't, he's not into collecting any of your data bits. But for me, it NopeCH checks, which thank you. I'll run an extension just for that because Valve has a running joke to see how long they can go without ever fixing that.
Yeah. Or the stuck shift keys in the client on Linux, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it's funny. We were talking about the Red Enhancement Suite last week, and lo and behold, this comes up, and this is basically RES, but for Steam. It's the SES Steam Enhancement Suite. So, yeah, especially because if you're a Linux gamer, you got to cross reference like ProtonDB, SteamDB, PC Gaming Wiki. Yeah, you're gonna have 5 or 6 tabs open, consolidating that to like one. It's very
it would handy. Be nice and it would be very handy if we could get that to work inside of the Steam client.
Right? Oh my God.
Or Valve.
It is CEF, so
we know. I know for a fact some people from Valve watch this show. Hear me out on this. Maybe just the Proton prefix number on the game store page. So I don't have to go to the store page from the website, find out what it is, go back, then go dig.
Or even, how they have like browse local files, just like browse Proton, browse wine prefix, something like that. Just something, please.
Just a little taste, Space Quest 2099 is not under the sea. No,
it's also not under Sierra either.
I don't know. I want to bring this up. I just saw this when I was browsing around because I'm like, wow, this looks game breaking and next level. And I'm like, no, it didn't. It looked like this. I'm like, yes. Okay, what's going on? Somebody's got a green screen. Captain Dave. Lieutenant Gideon. Oh, Commander Boris.
The fucking Windows Movie Maker shit, it kills me. It's so good.
I love it. I love it. But like the riveting intro for Space Quest 2099, aside,
The Prometheus?
possibly, I was just looking at the gameplay. Blast your way through the UK's forgotten favorite space adventure, Space Quest 2099. Enjoy. You need a space there, by the way. Quake 3 engine and full motion video with special effects. Look at this. I mean, it's too real. Too real. But how much would you pay for this first person nonsense? Nothing, because it's priced to sell for free. And despite what other small indie developers will tell you, it has online PvP and co-op. Coop. So Jordan Taylor as Captain Dave. You can experience this on Windows, but more importantly, SteamOS and Linux. You don't need much. You need a video card and 7 gigajoules of data bits free on your HDD.
I think you just need a computer that can run Quake 3, right? That's kind of it.
Pretty much.
Because if you listen to the trailer, it's like, oh, every single time that the character person hits one of the enemies, it makes the tick, 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 like Quake 3 does.
I remember, okay, this is your weekly get the hell off my lawn moment. When the Quake 3 beta first just came out, and we were floored because it had a Linux client along with a Windows client. We're like, whoa, what? We were just waiting for the update because we were getting updates like every other week. They were doing an update to it to get rid of that sound. Like, this is a placeholder. So no, it wasn't. That thing stuck. It's still there today, man. Yeah, like, you know exactly.
And it's in that trailer. Whenever character person hits something, tick, 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 tick. That's triggering some flashbacks in me.
Well, let me tell you something that's never hit me the right way is tactical RPGs.
Oh, my friend, they hit me all too well. Hits me like a fucking cocaine high.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, fake fucking Square, please give us some more of that shit. But until then, 1C Games has us covered. They published Felseal Arbiter's Mark, which was another tactics RPG that I quite liked. And this one, Reverie Night Tactics, it's out. And it's it's based on the Tormenta universe, which I had heard about because I like really obscure deep dives into RPGs from other countries, and Tormenta is the most popular RPG in Brazil. It's been published for a number of different rule sets. Apparently it's had like comic books and stuff. So it makes sense that they would be making a video game adaptation. And as I like me some grid tactics games, I'm probably going to give this one a bit of a look. It's a bit expensive though. Right now, it's $30 Canadian. It's 15% off now. Yep. But you can get it in a bundle with Felseal if you want. And yeah, like, I don't know. It looks solid enough.
There's a free prologue equivalent to a demo if you want to go have a look. If you liked Felseal, this is shipping to be a lot more of that.
Nah. I don't know, man. I don't want to hate on it. I looked at it and I thought of both of you when I saw that. I'm like, oh, they like these games. They'll have something to say. And lo and behold, Jordan's like, I know some of the backstory for this. So
yeah, I was surprised. I'm like, oh, Tormenta. I know what the fuck that is.
Pretty decent. All right. That's going to do it for the Steam. What do we got coming up for the news?
Coming up next, NVIDIA is finally supporting Linux gaming. Woo! Finally.
Kinda.
Also, they have a new video card out or some shit. I don't fucking know, man.
All right.
Oh yeah, the Lunar New Year sale. That's happening.
Yeah.
I was gonna put something in there, but like, who the fuck cares? It's like there's a sale literally every 2 weeks.
This is where we're at on Steam. Exactly. Like, yeah, look, like I said last time, the sale, all the same shit's on sale for the same price it was last time. Like, you get my attention with sales. I'm like, oh, something's like 90% off. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, once upon a time, it was like the summer and the winter sale, and that was like the two big things. People were waiting for like either July or December to buy all their fucking games because that's when they were cheap. And now,
exactly. Now you have like, oh, look, it's the third day after the first Tuesday in February sale.
Yeah. Happy, remember to file your tax return day. There's a game sale on. You can. Nier Automata is still 10% off.
Hey, we do a wild and crazy thing. We'll let you suggest and vote on show titles for our show that we're recording. If you want to do that, you can head over to LinuxGameCast.show.tv or vote.linuxgamecast.com, and you'll be greeted with the Showbot, which we can take some tips. Let's see what we have. Game of War Boy. All right. I like that.
Also your mom.
Also your
Sell the cat. All right. Deck of leaves. Grind them up and snort them. FIFO for the win. Good old-fashioned FIFO. All right. All right. That's not a bad start for round one. Thank you for the follow.
Puski.
One.
Puski one.
Puski one. You run out of Lutris donations to buy. You bought a lot of games, though, man. Let's be honest. I saw on the Epic free giveaway, it was like one criminally overpriced Japanese mech shooter combat game.
Oh?
That was on my wish list.
What is the free game this game every week? I mean, I Demon X Machina.
Yeah, that's it. That game's like $70, man.
All right, I'll grab that.
I logged in just in case. I'm like, just in case this gets easy one day. Because the barrier to entry for me to fucking around with, yeah, play button.
Yeah. Yeah, I just use Lutris for all my free Epic Games Store games.
So Box Race World, that's what I use Lutris for.
Strider, didn't you add Origin integration this week or last week? Because you were posting a bunch of pictures of like Origin with no descriptions or anything in Discord. And I'm like, boy likes Origin. So I'm just, there we go. All right. See that helps.
Right, I need to make tea. I'll be right back.
Hello, Isha.
Oh, hey, Iship. Did you want to play some Dungeons and Dragons? You bought me the fucking module book, so...
I don't know, man. Last time somebody hit you up for some D&D, you're like, well, not right now.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he was asking to join a game that we hadn't played in like 4 months, so...
I don't know. I found the best way to get things started is just start doing it and be like, fuck it. Show up if you want. I'm doing it.
That's the West Marches style, which I've debated doing. I'm trying to split my attention between buying free Epic Game Store games and having a conversation, and I'm clearly failing. All right, I did it. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't feel bad about getting the free games from Epic just because like devs get paid for it.
Look at that shameless plug. Look at Michael's car. Have you seen Michael's car?
What?
It's fucking pink? Yeah. He beat my little kitty car with My Little Pony. But then we got Barbara. He's got some yellow taxi.
Okay, yeah, I see that in the back.
Wimpy is on. He's the hot pink. Just
he's hot pink.
Straight hot pink.
Okay.
Nobody else has bothered to set up locator files because they're not cool.
Ah. Not quite at the Ori yet. We just hit. We're at the end of season 5, so Daniel Jackson is about to croak.
Yeah, right. Schrodinger's Jackson.
Well, it's the fun little getting Lonnie used to like the Star Trek tropes of every time Daniel gets involved with a woman, she's evil. Every time someone's penis gets in the vicinity of Carter, they die.
Yes.
Like that's every time Daniel's dead, he's not.
Daniel's like life fluid.
He's fucking Kenny, man. Like, oh my god, they killed Denny, you bastards! Oh hey, there's like the one fucking episode where Kenny just like blinks out of nowhere, and they're just like, Oh, hi, Kenny. Welcome back.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way you do it. Oh, I need to create a locator file for my banana.
Go banana.
Yeah, I think I'm going to race as a banana on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to confuse people.
Banana hammock.
I need to bring that down one size. Turned in.
Well, what? Daniel Jackson and the Andromeda android they're like married. Like actually married.
Yeah. Of course, Linux Neuro. There's an entire subreddit dedicated to that. And once you're done with that, go check out Dolphin Conspiracy. That's a good one too.
I was a little sad no one took advantage of the faceless Picard thing.
You know what? I got as far as like copying the URL to paste it into GIMP, and something happened. Yeah.
This was
Last night.
Yeah, this was my contribution to that. Where's the
Yeah. I was going to do the blank face swap.
give him the Cardassian face. Yeah. So someone needs to put like an Ahegao face on there.
There's just too many places to
exactly. Like it's a pretty solid template, right? Like
Picard, your face is the Wonderland.
Yeah. Picard, you didn't have to cut me off.
Pedro, what are we playing tonight?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Actually, wouldn't be entirely opposed to that. Jackbox? I like Jackbox. That's usually my suggestion because...
Yeah, you want to do some like trivia murder party?
Sure.
Yeah, we haven't done that one in a while. They haven't released a Trivia Murder Party 2, right?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, we played that. Was it any good? I don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe. There are four eyes.
Been a while.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I like doing that to people now. Every time there's like 4 of something, just insist that there's 5 of something. And vice versa. If there's 5 of something, there's 100%. No, it's 4.
Oh man. So everyone in team meetings has learned to just cut the webcam off. Not worth it.
Yep. Not worth it.
Yeah, team 3 stars.
Yeah,
team
my
5
boss
star.
every now and then, she's
Team
like,
3-star.
we know you have a camera. You should turn it on. No, I should not. Mostly because I'm sitting here in my pajamas. Go away.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. I would
Dude,
show up and be like, I'm not a cat.
I'm too used to this shit. So I just like I forget to turn the camera off. And I'm just like fucking sitting here looking all disheveled. Cause like I don't need to be presentable in an office. Like, listen, you brought me into this fucking Slack call or whatever, man. I didn't ask for this.
Like, you can't smell this.
Yeah. Smell-o-vision, baby. Oh man.
Once in a while. It's free.
Yeah, so we could fight with the bots on all the servers.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of, we could do man versus machine. That's co-op at least. That's not versus. We don't have to deal with like fucking shitty people showing up. That's just like it's basically just Left 4 Dead survival, but in TF2.
You know, I probably have like maybe an hour in like Valve's TF2. I have nothing against it. I've just never been like, eh.
Yeah, it was just I never got into it when people were into it, and now the only people playing it are the diehards who are way better than you, and
the bots.
And yes, and the bots who are trying to. Well, you know, it's a better love story than Dark Souls, where you can get invaded and then have your enemy like just execute random arbitrary code on your system.
Yes.
Yeah, they had to shut that down from orbit.
That's just nuke Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, and Dark Souls 3, because everything everything is
Shit's
vulnerable.
on fire, yo. We gotta.
Listen, it's Dark Souls, the internet's favorite rhythm game. They just don't realize it.
Yeah, prepare for your hard drive to die edition. Prepare to have a Bitcoin miner installed on your computer.
Although, I'd guess that most of the people playing in Proton would be okay.
That's what Valve should capitalize on this shit hard, man. Be like, no, it's completely safe to play with the Proton profile after.
Yeah, it's running in a fucking
like, oh, you're
container.
targeting Windows? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. This is running in wide. B, this is running in flat pack, motherfucker. You're not going nowhere. Like,
Sandbox, bitch.
like, oh no, you compromised this Windows install. That was just a troop in this one directory.
Just going to nuke this prefix now and do a check. There we go.
Everyone's favorite way to check out that sketchy exe that you might need. And you're like, wait, let's see what this thing tries to do. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind playing some like
Jonas, thanks for the follow.
Thank you. What is it? Like the original Quake World Team Fortress? Because I grew up on that shit. Like early teenager. Because you could play that over dial-up.
I mean, Team Fortress Classic exists, right? Like, it's basically the same game.
It wasn't the Quake engine, it was the slightly revised Quake engine for Half-Life.
I mean, like, oh no.
We got Quake at home.
Oh no, that famously bad game, Half-Life. Oh no. With like the awful gameplay and the thing that no one likes.
The game that kind of defined modern shooters as they exist? Yeah, that one.
Gasp. Yeah, I'm going to say yes, much like Quake Beth Mastered. I mean, it looks like Quake, kind of smells like Quake. Shit ain't Quake. Oh, man. Well, the whole point of doing the Trackmania thing is because no one, the people playing it, I play on that server that's always at the top. And I'm just trying to get across the maps, and that's no fun, especially if it's your first time playing a game like that. And like,
yeah, the difficult, like the other player hockey stick curve, like
yeah, I mean, there's not even like a little leeway in. It's just straight up, and it's because even like coming back to Trackmania after all these years, I started on. I was like, all these maps are bullshit. Fuck all these maps. They can all die in a fire. These are just hard for the sake of being hard. And I've had to keep hammering on it, and I'm like, I got around that one. But yeah, there's no like, hey, everybody roughly at the same skill level. Let's see if we can get around this and improve. And
yeah,
I do what I do. Like this week, I've dropped an educational map at the beginning, which I caught Wimpy's stream, and Wimpy's like, I really don't like this map. I'm like, yeah, it's teaching you new things though. And you know, Strider needs to learn how to drive on walls.
Don't slow down.
Oh, he's just against it in principle. Let's do that like this. Trackmania is it's so approachable. It's silly. It's fun, and playing it has a whole like any game when you play it with a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. Like there's a ton of games that I can play in a group setting where I probably wouldn't play much by myself.
Absolutely, yeah. I really do wish more games would include like more co-op stuff, because it is just fun to play with your friends, especially in the era of being trapped indoors with like.
And everything's already online, so yeah, let me just invite someone to play the game with me, please.
Yeah. I do appreciate Larian Studios for taking that to its logical extreme of, you can join my server, in my game and fuck off.
Yeah.
And like everything's fine. Game still runs, combat's still balanced, but like we could be playing two very different games on the same save. And yeah, it's all gravy, baby.
That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
And plus, there's things that they've gotten away from, which, like being able to make your own servers is very important for like longevity of games.
Oh, absolutely.
The dedicated server that you can download and maintain yourself. That's why Neverwinter Nights, a game from 2002, still going.
Well, and the amount of effort folks put into fucking reverse engineering that shit for like WoW, for Ragnarok, for like EverQuest, like shit. Like,
the Star Wars MMO thingy before
Galaxies.
The Old Republic. Yeah, Galaxies.
Yeah, absolutely. City of Heroes. Yeah, like
yep.
People still like wanted to play those games, and yeah.
You know, that game was a lot easier to play because it ran at like 4 FERPs.
Yeah.
Go look at some YouTube videos.
Stunt driver.
Running. Oh man, clunk, clunk, clunk. Okay, let's see how it hits. Left, right, left. And we'll wait. We'll see what happens. All right. Let me get a refill, and we'll get into the news. We'll knock that out.
Yes. I don't know, Gamotron. Maybe if I can steal Pedro and Linux Nuru and Foxy, might do like a once a month D&D thing. I don't know. Maybe. I'm actually starting a new campaign for my personal group on Wednesday. I'm excited for.
All right.
Doing Blades in the Dark. They haven't decided if they're going to be a cult or not, but I have a sneaking suspicion they want to be a cult. Because like, if you pick the cult group, then you can level up and get the ability to just like feed humans to fuel your magic. Like your mana costs go down with every human sacrifice you make. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah. Quake Rally. We've done Quake Rally. Q3 Rally. We actually played that on an after show.
FX
was not very good.
It's all powerful atheismo to you.
No, I've actually been throwing games at the 701s to see what can it play. The most recent one that's still being updated that works is Tales of Maj'Al. That one works. But I tried the 32-bit version of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. It just says segfault. That's it? You're just gonna segfault? Okay. Cool.
I never said anything about cheese, FX boy, man. I think you have some issues you got to work out with you and dairy. Oh, so Pedro, they announced the Dark Souls RPG is going to be 5th edition D&D based.
Yes, I saw that.
So someone was doing a let's read of like the Japanese Dark Souls table game, and that one's really interesting because like what they do is you have like memories on your character sheet, and every time you die you lose a memory, and once you lose your last memory, that means that your character is dead, and you're like you become like one of the cinders or whatever.
Who gets to be the bonfire?
You got a Rochambeau for that.
All right.
I don't know, having a bunch of undead just sitting around you all the time.
All right. What's it? Oh, that's why that's
Loaf milk.
There we go. Come on, OBS. There you go.
It's not cheese, it's craft singles.
It's a plastic.
What the fuck is like cheese product? Cheese
Processed cheese food product.
It doesn't say cheese on it. It's like individually sliced. Yep, like orange squares product.
Yeah.
Cleverly like.
It used to say on the label processed cheese food product. It wasn't cheese. It was a cheese food product.
I think they could probably, they probably exist because the Velveeta stuff, the wobbly cheese.
Yeah.
This is what I do with Velveeta. If I see it at somebody's house, I'm like, look, it's wiggly. Do they make that in like slices?
Yeah, they do. It's like you can get them in the same as like craft singles.
I bet that's killed a person or two. I've seen people cut off chunks of that and just start eating it.
If someone's like sleeping and you just like cover their face in a bunch of sliced cheese and they just fucking asphyxiate, yeah.
Call it in, John. We got another one.
Dangerously cheesy.
Oh, man. CSI. Whole different show.
We got a serial killer on our hands. He just keeps covering people in processed cheese.
Cheese scene investigation. Oh.
The Velveeta villain. That's what they call him.
Oh, the Velveeta Chronicles. All right. You look all right. A little pixely. In 3, 2.
And here we are. It's the news are coming up. We just to take this. We take this time to basically stop the Linux news for a little bit and thank you, everyone who's watching and everyone who's crazy enough to decide, you know what, these guys, they're worth supporting.
How do we get here when we were just a second ago talking about murder cheese?
I don't know.
Listen, we have a large number of murder cheese advocates in Discord who maybe want to help us out with our purchase of cheese for the purpose of sordid murder and other villainous acts. You can head on over to patreon.com/LinuxCheesecast. No, LinuxGameCast. Become a Patreon. You get some cool stuff like access to our Discord channel, which you can get via subbing to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/LinuxGameCast. But Patreon gets you some other cool stuff like access to our show notes at specific levels. Mm-hmm. You might. Well, we're gonna add a Patreon goal where if we get over a certain amount, we just cover Pedro in we just mummify Pedro in Velveeta.
Do we have to make like a cheesy breathing hole?
We're gonna get Tom Cruise and we're gonna get Brendan Fraser.
For craft singles, but okay.
Yeah, we're getting Tom Cruise, Brendan Fraser, and just a mountain of Velveeta, and we're gonna mummify Pedro.
We can make like a cheese product, but it has sprinkles in it.
Yeah, we're going beyond cheese product. It's cheese experience.
Oh man, living that cheese life. All right.
Yeah, but access to the show notes, live video feed for the pre super shows. And if you want to hear us talk about nose hairs and Ethereum and I don't know what else do we talk about?
I don't know. I just realized that we really should have did the glorious egg roll. That would have been a great throw in, wouldn't it?
Damn it! Damn it! Oh well.
It would have, yes.
Yeah. We have we got to thank some new people as well. We got to thank George and Yannick.
New patrons.
New patrons.
George. New executive producer. And Yannick has joined us because it's part of my clever plan to extract nickels and quarters from people so they can come play Trackmania with the group. He joined us for the
you laundry machine, you
dude, man. I'm making it rain, and you got to watch out because it's like all small.
It's all coins. You're just like emptying a sock of nickels off like a rooftop.
Motherfuckers leave a mark, man. You got to watch out. That is one thing. If you're Twitch sub, or you can hop in our Discord. If you're on Discord or Patreon, we do the Trackmania thing on Tuesdays and Fridays now, and you're welcome to come hang out with us. It's kind of a blast. But speaking of making it rain, Pedro, you got a game bukkake.
I did. I got 2 games because apparently it was International Gift Pedro a game on Tuesday. Foxdog got me Risk of Rain 2 because I was talking about the first Risk of Rain and someone asked, oh yeah, have you tried Risk of Rain 2? I was like, not yet. I'm waiting for a sale. Window pops up on the other screen, and Foxdog has gifted you Risk of Rain 2. Dang it. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you. And then Arthurian came up and said, ooh, is it International Gift Pedro a Game Day? So then he gifted me the Devil May Cry HD collection. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And then he saw like starving little Jordan in the corner with his Tiny Tim crutch, and is like, this boy needs a pity fuck. So he bought me a copy of Siberia Sam, the new one that came out. So thanks a lot, Arthur.
No, that's like really awesome.
You all are crazy, but very, very generous. So thank you.
I like the fact that our community just straight up inflicts shit on us. They're like, fuck
like,
this. Go play this, monkey.
Did you want to? Yeah, you want to play this game? Too fucking bad you are.
That's
how I started streaming Cyberpunk, man.
Exactly, man. So we do get a thing, Amazon wish list. If that's your thing, if you want to end up on this wall back here, I don't have one personally, but I got one for the studio equipment helping us out with that. That's how you get shamed on that unless you specify otherwise. You will end up there. Jordan has one with weights and probably swords on it. Really nice cables. $4,000 cables.
He had Pokemons for the Switch.
Chairs, microphones, controllers. Pedro has sandpaper, filters,
a knife,
lockpicks,
and some
RAM for laptops.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Pedro's list, you would think he's like, I don't know, one of his hobbies is like home invasion. But
speaking of nose hair trimmers, scroll down there a little bit. I thought I saw some like personal grooming shit.
Yeah, there is. It's a beard trimmer, but yes,
beard trimmer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right there.
9 all-in-one. I don't know. We could probably shoot. You just have to hold him down. Like we need a couple. Of people
it comes with the nose shaver thing. Like that's the first thing.
It's going to take a while. That's what I'm saying. This is going to be like a war of attrition. We're going to need a couple people to keep him steady.
Yeah. I can hold him down.
I'm just saying the cheese is going to wear off eventually, man. He'll come back and. Let's see. What do I got?
We got a store. We got you got.
I got one too, man. But
you got a wish list. Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing you can afford.
It's equipment bullshit, man. So there you go. And what do we got?
Store. Store.linuxgamecast.com. You can buy some t-shirts, stickers, fanny packs. I don't think we have masks, but we do have coffee mugs, so you can use those to cover your face. Like Bill Lumberg. But yeah, put me on your chest in your cleavage. You can have a lonely penguin. You can rep your favorite brand of fictional mayonnaise.
Now, Jordan's about to tell you what Insight is.
It's more like NSYNC. No, it's a new tool an existing tool that NVIDIA has. It's a debugger profiler for GPUs, and they have a new version out for you to download. This is the 2022.1 release of NVIDIA Insight, and it has Linux gaming improvements, meaning that you can run it on Ubuntu and profile some games, I guess. That's all the release notes say. Whether or not this is just for native games or if it covers Proton as well, to be determined. I haven't fired this fucker up yet. Supports Vulkan 1.3. Nothing's really using it yet, but when you're making dev tools, you want to make sure that you support the latest and greatest. One neat thing, it is using the Steam Linux runtime for all its Linux dependencies, which I thought was kind of neat.
That's very good.
That's
very good. And with the Vulkan support, you'd think that, that probably supports Proton on accounts of everything being Vulkan there, so.
Mayhaps.
Maybe.
Mayhaps.
Yeah.
But don't let that get you too excited because NVIDIA's like, yo, check this shit out. We're talking about the internet's favorite new video card for this week. The GeForce
only one they can buy this week.
RTX 3050. It's been reviewed. They stacked it up against the a1660. Yeah, RTX. Listen, man, it's got experimental RTX cores, man. Okay. We're just going to go straight to the benchmarks because
that's what we care about. That's all we care about.
So,
well, give me the numbers.
AskRead 1080p Ultra High. Our 6500 XT, the internet's favorite card from last week, manages a whopping 26 average. However, this gaming juggernaut, this beast, this monster from NVIDIA, the 3050, can do 54.
Still doesn't quite eke out the 6600 XT. My God, though, that fucking delta between the 6500 and the 6600, man. That's that's rough.
Dude, okay, now the really, really sad thing about this is both the 6500 XT and the 3050 fall short of my almost 3-year-old 2060 no cape edition.
Yeah, by a long shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're talking like, I like struggling to like only struggling kinda at 1080p 60. 1440 is a hold. I'm just kidding. It's the same dumpster fire. The 3050 is significantly better than the 6500 XT. Now,
Yes.
It has double the VRAM.
It has higher than PCI 4.0.
It has genre
times 4, right?
Listen, man, it's got things like hardware encoding and decoding.
It
Hardware
has the
encoding,
advantage
8
of being
gigabytes of VRAM instead of 4.
Yeah.
it was designed as a not laptop GPU from the ground up.
Oh, you're just never gonna let that go, are you?
No.
Yeah, no. If it ever comes close to like the 150 currency monies mark, it'll be a good card. But it's already sold out, and it sold for way past its MSRP, which was already too expensive. But hey,
You know what? You know what? Let's go shopping for a 3050 and see.
All right.
the MSRP was what, 350?
Linux Amazon cast. Let's see. Yeah, let's
Let's go to the egg.
let's go to new egg. Oh my!
Okay, hang on. That's
All right,
That's even worse.
low hash rate too, motherfucker. Oh man,
Is that the okay? We just got to check out the shopping then. Does anybody have these? Oh, good right, they're not. These are all 3060s though.
these are all 3060s. Yeah.
Who has the 30? The only thing I saw was on Newegg, right? Or did we? Where do you want to go?
Maybe put the 3050 in quotes. Just
Okay, just to try to.
yeah.
Yeah. Emphasize that.
Okay, let's get rid of Newegg. Let's just do breaking journalism.
Riveting television.
Here we
There
go.
we go. All right.
439, 500,
500.
500.
550.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Fuck that noise.
No,
That's like $700 Canadian.
over the MSRP, and that's the MSRP of the 2060. Like,
Yeah,
Ben was hitting at earlier.
This is why I'm nervous about the Intel release, because that MSRP looks all good until someone actually tries to sell it and puts a sticker on there. Like,
Well, this is the cool joke about all of these, because the 3050 with my 2060, this thing is about a solid average 15-20% slower than my almost 3-year-old 2060, and it's $30 more than this 2060 was at retail at launch date.
Yeah.
So this is where we're at, and it sucks. And
yep.
I feel bad for anybody that legitimately has to go out and buy a video card right now, because it's turd and shit sandwich.
Yeah, Scott's pretty much right. You're better. You're about as well off going and buying a full ass gaming computer,
Dude.
Because you're paying marginally more for the CPU and memory attached to the GPU at that point. Right?
Yeah. You're paying the GPU price for an entire computer with that GPU in it.
How much do you think that plays into like all the prices that you're seeing, like pretty reasonable prices on used CPUs and motherboards and cases?
Yeah, I think that's
You see a lot of those.
Yeah, I'm saying like, be like get it, open the side panel, like yoink, and let's see if I can make
On
back some
eBay,
money.
you see like the pre-built with the cutouts open because they just pulled the GPU and they're selling the rest of the system. Oh, okay.
But at the very least, if you get your hands on a 6500 XT, it could run Tetra 3D.
Wiggle 3D, man. Check this out. Do you miss the old battle days, like the PS1 type stuff? Even further back, we can go all the way back to Saturn with some of the wiggle polygon nonsense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is what Tetra 3D aims to recreate. It's a software, hardware, it's a hybrid render, so primarily for video games. Of course, you'd probably want your Tetra 3D powered desktop eventually, so you could have, seizures. But compared to a professional 3D rendering system like OpenGL or Vulkan, it's slow and buggy, but it's also janky, and I love it for that. Tetra 3D is largely implemented in software, but uses GPU for rendering, triangles and stuff like that. This is just neat. I love stuff like this, because you remember maybe last month we were talking about the Unity shader, which was a PS1 shader effectively.
Mhm.
This is just going full bore on it. This is next level. And I am very happy to see something like this because I was just joking years ago when I said, you know what, hipster pixel graphics are so last year. Up next, hipster polygons. And man, here they come. Whoa.
I mean, I get a nostalgia hit from it. I'm not gonna lie, that's just the product of the time I grew up in. But yeah, this is all done in Go. This is actually it's supposed to be basic N64, PS2, Saturn style graphics for very either simple 3D games or if you want to add a little bit of spice to your 2D games.
Mm-hmm.
And like Ven said, it's very janky, but that's what happens when you're trying to write a new render from scratch. In Go. There's not also a lot of 3D libraries for Go as well, so it's good to see that people are trying to build up the domain knowledge because we certainly need more people with that sort of.
What do you think the next thing's going to be though? Once we have successfully conquered hipster polygons, we're going to have retro ray tracing or something.
No, once everything is in like the fucking metaverse, right? It's going to be hipster sit down in front of a thing with a keyboard and a mouse and experience games the way that the olds did once upon a time.
Oh, you mean like have to use your hands?
Yeah, like instead of jacking into the Matrix, yeah.
Matrix, yes.
No, I think the next thing is if we're just talking about the big things. So if this is the Saturn era, and then you had like the slight improvement from there, and the biggest improvement after that was specularity. Like the everything looks shiny, everything looks wet, everything looks moist of the Xbox 360 PS3 era. That might be the next one.
What, like a high gloss shader?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there might be a big retro
extra shiny.
There might be a big retro demand for, games you can run on a 6500 XT, right? Like we don't have good GPUs anymore. They're not available.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we should point out that the DLSS is available in 3050 because Satan knows you're going to need it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the only way that card's pushing pixels, man.
At 1080.
Yeah. Whine some more about it, Pedro.
Oh, yes. There is a new version of Wine. And yes, if you're keeping track, Glorious Eggroll did in fact release Proton G 7.1 earlier, 30 minutes before we started the show, so there's that. But yeah, the new version of Wine 7.1 is available. It supports Vulkan 1.3 like everything this week because Vulkan 1.3 came out. They fixed a number of theming issues, so you get better theming with the Wine stuff now and inheriting the theme that you have set up for your desktop. And what I noticed was the 3 or 4 games like Final Fantasy VII, the videos did not play. That's been fixed. Arx Fatalis didn't play the intro movie. That's been fixed. The Rising Kingdoms, the intro videos, they didn't play. That's been fixed. It's like, oh, yeah, someone's been doing some work on the Windows Media stuff, haven't they?
Yeah, there's a couple more games that got fixed for Vanilla Wine as well. Sekiro no longer Seki blows on startup, and Far Cry no longer Far dies. Far Cry 5, that is. Also, apparently Pokemon Banished Platinum works now. I didn't know what the fuck that was, so I looked it up, and it's a pretty cool fan remake of Platinum.
Oh, okay.
That implements a lot of like...
Okay, my immediate thought was like Nintendo didn't make a PC game.
No, there's like a huge ROM hacking scene, and like people are building their own Pokemon games from scratch. And when they're not being taken down for making Pokemon shooters, and posting videos on Twitter, they're sneakily getting their shit working in Wine.
Well done. Good. Hey, internet, we did it. We got rid of the YouTube gaming bots. No.
Yeah. Someone got rid of him. Yeah. The YouTube gaming boss. What's the guy's name? Ryan Wyatt. That's a lot of Y's in one name. But he's leaving. He's going to 0x Polygon Studios, which is a blockchain special interest development SIG accelerator something or other. I guess it's because YouTube gaming doesn't really have much going on. These guys basically backed up a larger dump truck of money than what Google had previously driven to his house and said, "Yo, you want to come over to our side?" And he said, "Yeah." I don't know. We got some opinions on blockchains in gaming and how I don't know. I think it's a solution in search of a problem, and it's just really annoying to see everyone trying to cram blockchain and like you can literally get more investors looking at your shit just by throwing the word blockchain at the end of your fucking description. You don't even need to use it. You could just say and we're at blockchain, you guys, and you will get a lot of speculation.
Fuck that, investors, call me. I will tell you about my meta chain verse.
VR meta chain blocks.
Yes, the meta chain verse.
It's a virtual blockchain in the meta.
Running in DOS.
Yes.
The thing that kind of triggered my little bit in the show notes was one of the quotes that the dude put out, which was he understands the issues and concerns that people have with blockchain video games, and then they give an example of one. It's like people don't quite understand what the game is all about or believe that it's not for them. Look, the reason that people don't like the current iterations of blockchain video games is because they're shit. Just like all of the games that already existed that were focused around microtransactions, they were shit. It's no different. And yes, I can see like the blockchain being used for something like, okay, let's use the current trending word, the metaverse. If you have a metaverse hosted by a certain company, probably not Facebook, that is hosting a multitude of different MMORPGs, and say you start a character in one, but then it's not really your thing, so you, instead of losing your progress, you take your character with everything you've accumulated and you bring it over to a different one. That is a very good use of that kind of technology.
Like, such a setup like that is so obscenely complicated from a back end perspective. Like it's not feasible.
Fine, and, listen, we'll use two metaverses. It'll work.
Yeah, and I mean like so apparently 0x Polygon shtick is going to be like addressing the interoperability, energy efficiency, and security issues. I personally don't think they'll succeed, but prove me wrong, right? Like change my mind.
Well, that's what that and I think a lot of us when like somebody was in charge of YouTube gaming. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was clearly bored at work. He wasn't doing anything, so he got a new job.
One of the things we brought up in the previous Super Show. Can you imagine being given something at, Alphabet parent overlord company, like, hey, you're in charge of YouTube gaming now. Like, great. A year later, you're like, I got all this stuff done. Look at this. And Google's like, who are you? Oh, YouTube gaming? Yeah.
Oh, so,
yeah,
okay. That's the name I haven't heard
it's
in a
either
very
YouTube
long time.
proper or Google proper or yeah.
So I don't know. We just thought we needed to report on that because you know what? Twitch needs competition, and it's sure the fucking Google right now. No, maybe they'll get somebody
don't
to
worry.
do something.
Facebook's trying.
you funny guy.
Yeah, funny. I'm very cute, just like a giant pile of slimes we're gonna abuse in the game we're throwing cheers at. Coming up next,
Cruelty.
Slime cruelty.
That's why they're so delicious.
The cruelty makes it tasty.
Yeah.
No, you didn't give a final chair score on the notes.
I'll never guess.
I have 50-50 on that.
Mm-hmm. Ta-da!
Yeah, I can't give it that because it's not broken. It's not actively trying to annoy me.
It was because it took me a solid 5 minutes to get the fucking thing back in the right screen, full screen at 3041 2160. That would have went. That would have went back before.
I don't know. At least for me, one chair is either fundamentally broken or just like like with two I can find some redeeming qualities.
Well,
not for me.
when I get a stack on top of the fact that you can't set markers with a fucking controller in the game,
I would like a mini map. I
never used the markers.
Not if you were using a controller. You sure as fuck didn't, because I was like, how is this even done? Then I reached over and rolled around on the track. I'm like, well, okay.
Sometimes I'd set a marker on the map by accident. Just like, oh no, how do I get rid of it? Oh, right. Yeah.
Hey everyone, if you want to go check out some of our show title suggestions, head over to vote.linuxgamecast.com because also your mom is coming in first tied with Game of War Boy and Sully Cat. Gotta be 18. Cheesers are us. Feast on Games. I like that one, Scott. There you go. And everything looks moist. Why not? Metal, 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 metal. Murder Cheese Advocates. Okay. It's
It's the old MCA. The Murder Cheese Advocate Group.
previously on MCA. I'm thinking about rewatching Lost. I just don't know if I hate myself that much.
Well, I mean, like, so if you, I wonder if you go into it with the notion that it's going to be a fun but ultimately disappointing roller coaster. I don't know.
I didn't like Lost to start with.
I don't know, because sometimes the endings don't fully ruin things. Like, I could go back and watch Battlestar, even though that ending was poo-poo. I don't think I could go back and watch Game of Thrones, though.
See, I was
that
doing...
ending.
The thing with Lost is that, like, I was there, and I didn't watch Series 1. I got, like, halfway through Series 2, then I started watching it current. But the hype around Lost, like, I was listening to a weekly, like, the Lost podcast with Jay and Jack. Still remember those two. Like, demystifying and trying to, red yarn the fucking wall with what the fuck was
Did
going on.
they ever explain the smoke, or was that just forgotten, or was that just me who didn't pay attention to it?
Wasn't it like? Didn't it turn into like a dude who like died, but then he came back as the smoke monster?
I don't know. See, here's the same thing. Like, the last series of Lost is really pound for pound the last series of Game of Thrones. Like, it ended. There was a conclusion, but we were all standing around going, fucking what? Huh. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Fall into a hole?
I watched the first 2 seasons of Lost. Season 2 is when they find the hatch and they finally blow it open, right?
Mm-hmm. I think they were finding the hatch in series 2, yeah. Like, right around there.
Yeah. Because I remember that,
Strider,
and then
isn't that Land
it
of
was
the
just random clips.
No, it's Land of Le Lost.
Land of Le Lost, Land of LA Lost.
The LA Lost.
Yeah, LA Lost, Land of La Lost.
It's just a motherfucker stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
And remember, if anybody tunes in during the stream chat, you got to be a good chat. And they're like, "What's with the hoods?" Everyone just start all caps, cult.
Cult, 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 cult.
Coke? What?
Yeah.
No, I want to get like the fucking drinking hats, with the fucking straws. Cult, 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 cult.
Oh no, then we'd have to get like the custom red ones that say Cult Classic.
Yeah, Cult 45.
Cult, yes. New Cult,
Yeah,
Diet Cult with a bacon.
yeah. Cult Zero.
New Cult. Fuck yeah. That's got legs. We got
Diet Cult with lime.
I'm sensing a whole new series of cult drink t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, they're on Netflix. They had that show Trigger Warning with Killer Mike, and he goes to like the fucking Bloods and the Crips, and he gets them to like sell like Cripicola and blood soda, and he's trying to like, no, you got to stop like killing each other and start competing economically. That's the only way you can win. So.
I don't know. Like we could do that like Cult Classic, LinuxGameCast with like little asterisks at the end and a mice type on the back of the shirt. It'll just be like asterisks, 100% not really a cult, comma probably.
Damn it! I thought I was wearing I was wearing the Worship Cthulhu shirt earlier today, but apparently I've changed shirts.
Yes, I too showered today.
I gotta shower every day, man. Come on. Come on, man. I gotta download
The video.
Yes. That was on my list to do.
It's not as big as last week's.
That's only 2.7 gigs.
Yeah. Google sent me an email. You've almost used up your entire Google Drive thing. It's like, that was only a 5 gig file. How much am I using? Oh, I crossed the 10 gig threshold. Right. Okay.
On this one.
Now, is anyone paying for expanded Google Drive storage?
That was about It's cheap.
Yeah, no, not at this point. I don't need it.
I just got it there as like my Fuck It repository. Everything, that's my cloud sync. Because I don't want to worry about it.
How much are you getting?
It's 100 gigs.
Okay.
That's like $10 a month or some shit like that.
Okay. That's actually not bad.
It's not bad. Plus it's Google. Like if that shit goes down, we got bigger problems in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me rephrase that. If it goes down for like longer than half a day or some shit.
Yes. Oh no. It's spreading.
I didn't mean it, Googs. I love you. Nope. No one
Is
can
mine
make
gonna
this.
come back on?
It might.
Do I gotta refresh? I'm a little choppy.
You might. Well, you give it a second, man, because that was Captain Router Pants back there doing its. Like this box gets priority over every fucking thing because it's a streaming box.
Mm.
It might crawl back up. It might not. I don't know. Looks like Pedro's is coming back up.
But yes, no, I over last 2 days, I've had a crash course on the Triple E line, especially the 700 series. There were a lot of mods for those netbooks. Some dude started an entire wiki just for the mods that he did to it. He put, besides the usual, like, a WAN card, or a GPS tracker, or infrared, or he had so much stuff. He's literally packed the entire case to the point where he had to replace, because around the monitor you have these big bezels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The speakers.
And there's speakers behind there, but he removed the speakers and he just continued to add shit around the monitor. It's like, holy cow.
So do you use that as kind of like your thing to look at and be like, yeah, I don't have that much a problem?
Certainly makes me feel a little bit better.
Or do you
about
look
myself,
at that with aspiration?
I was speaking of laptops, man. I was on the Framework website earlier in the week.
Oh, dangerous.
Yeah. Like, it's actually fairly reasonably priced. Oh.
You know, if they
Yes,
like,
it's under 4 digits at least here.
like that starter kit's real tempting. That's like $700.
Yeah.
I'm like, but what am I gonna do with the fucking laptop other than like, I mean, still though, like they straight up have in the open source their firmware. We talked about that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
They've proven, you know, after all these years of especially Apple, but like Dell, Lenovo, HP, like it is impossible to make these things thin, light, and super sleek and sexy and all that without gluing them all together and making them one big piece that where you got to buy a brand new one from us if something goes wrong with it. Wink.
Yeah.
And then they do well, and then all of a sudden, HP and Lenovo is like, we have new modular laptops coming out.
We can do psych, guys. Come on. He's playing with you. We can do this.
Well, I mean, like, fucking ThinkPads were the OG field serviceable laptops, man. Like, you had a screwdriver, you were good.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of inbuilt knowledge with ThinkPads because usually if you had one ThinkPad, there was about 2,000 more in the company. So you had a stack of... I need that.
You have spares, yeah.
And you could afford to burn a few during the learning. All right, so let me see. Is it not? Add file. Okay, there we go. That graphical juggernaut.
Gotta pick some flowers, fucker. You gotta toot
Oh,
them.
I picked up the flowers. I got all the flowers up to the daily, like, monthly thing. And it's like, now I just need to find the poop and the rare shit. Right. Okay.
I filled up 2 stacks of the monthly thing, and I'm like, yeah, it's been an hour. I'm not having fun. Okay. But spoilers.
I went back, man. I did my hour, and I'm like, we're gonna give this another 20 minutes. Maybe something's gonna hit, man. Maybe it's just.
I did an hour. I did like half the thing that you need to do in order to progress to see the rest of the map. And it's like, I can't be asked. I'm out.
Oh, the battery bullshit, Rohit, is that's completely real, and that's some next level bullshit, like DRMing the fucking batteries.
And Lenovo and Dell are especially bullshitty when it comes to that, because if you put in a Wi-Fi card that isn't approved, you can't even fucking post.
Hey, man, it's for your own safety, True. It could not Wi-Fi well.
1802.
All right. Let's hop into
Device not on the Weist list.
The Weistless.
the Weist.
White.
The Weistless.
The Weistless.
I like how Wi-Fi is just like, it doesn't mean anything. Wireless fidelity.
It's wireless fidelity.
Yes. Man, I found out I had a, not Rogue 2.4 gigahertz net, but one of my tablets decided that it was going to connect to that one after years of only connecting to the 5Gs. And I couldn't figure out why it was cutting off. Never thought to check if it was even in range of that. And like, yeah, that's what it was. Like, motherfucker, really?
It moved like 4 inches and now it's in range.
Been like playing with settings, like setting like DNS, like manual. It's like, why are you? I thought it was just dying. I was getting ready to just take it back and put it down. But yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, cool. Boop. Okay. Chair position.
What's our order of operations?
You go first, Pedro second. I go last. Wait, no, Pedro goes first. He's got 2. You go second.
Yeah,
I go last.
we just go in reverse order. Cool.
Yeah. And 3,
Cool.
2.
Welcome back to the Chair Acquisition, that part of the show where we take a game and we run it on a bunch of different Linux distributions with semi-similar hardware. Well, there's a lot of Ryzen CPUs. There's a lot of NVIDIA cards. We try to spread it out where we can, but then we give you our ultra-scientific, authoritative score based on the most concrete of metrics, lawn chairs.
Yes.
If you are not measuring things in lawn chairs, you're just fucking up. You're just a bad scientist. I don't care. This week we're taking a look at Alchemic Cutie, done by Vacchio and Viridian Software on the Mini 2DX, the Java engine. You can pick it up for about $20. What is it? Alchemic Cutie is a wholesome, relaxing RPG set on colorful Wimba Island. While taming wild jellies, you meet villagers, enter jelly competitions, and uncover the secrets of the island. We gotta thank Vacchio for sending us some keys. So yeah, let's get into it. Pedro, tell us how Alchemic Cutie worked on KDE. Did you have to rename the executable to Alchemic Cutie with a K instead of C?
No, fortunately not. And what surprised me the most was this is an open source Java-based engine that's going to come up. Stick around. Yeah, it launched out of the box. VSync is effectively a lie. If it weren't for the FreeSync window on this monitor being as wide as it is, I probably would, I don't know, probably wouldn't do quite as well. But yes, it doesn't go up to 144. It only seems to go up to 120, which tells me it's probably doing just double buffering up from 60. But hey, that's better than FNA. The controllers worked out of the box. I tried the DualShock 4, the DualSense, and the Biomonk GameSir controller. That's effectively the Xbox clone type of thing. Everything worked with the correct glyphs. That's right. A Java-based engine got that right. So So yeah, where's your god now, Unity? And the music, it falls very much in line with the cutesy outlook that the game is very clearly going for. And the graphics, well, if you're looking at the video version, you can absolutely see them on screen. They're your typical Stardew Valley type of situation. As for the fun, well, to my scrub sensibility of someone who doesn't really enjoy Slime Rancher or Stardew Valley, Alchemy Cuties, it seemed like a hybrid of the two. It did. I mean, look at it. It's Stardew Valley, but you're herding up slimes. Yeah. So after I'd reached that conclusion, I don't really enjoy, the menial work genre that those games tend to fall into. I went to look at the Steam reviews. And it seems like a lot of people had the same idea. But those who claim to enjoy both Stardew Valley and Slime Rancher seem to think that Alchemic Cutie only takes the boring mechanics from those games and focuses on them, which left me confused because I thought that was the point. It's the menial chore-like gameplay. Apparently this game pads everything out and makes chores to unlock more chores. Like, that's always been what these games were about. So I honestly don't know what to think anymore. Well, I do. I don't really think that Alchemic Cutic is fun, but I like that it is a Java-based game which has pretty good controller support and does a better job of high refresh rate VSync than FNA, for example. But that's a topic for another time. 2 chairs.
All right. Well, on Fedora 35 64-bit with the R9 3900X and the GTX 1080 Ti. Yeah, I brought my computer to its knees. My shit's just too old, man. Running at like 2 frames a second. No, it's fine. Yeah, by the way, you're going to want to change the dialogue noises before you start the game to either mute or the JRPG one. The Lovecraftian chattering that the game emits otherwise is the true survival horror experience that this game will offer. Pixel art is clear. There isn't any character blindness, although there's not a lot of moving around and shit to be had. The controls are sanely mapped as well. My DualShock 4 worked out of the box. No problems. So, fun-wise, I've spent about an hour so far making hot slime beats, fultoning slimes, feeding slimes, squeezing slimes, petting slimes, breeding slimes, training slides, tooting at grass to afford slime training, flower picking, and mail delivery. Now, if any of that sounds like a rip-roaring good time to you, Alchemic Cutie might be up your alley. But to me, this is just a lot of busy work. And you know what? There's certainly a lot to do. And for folks who just want to zone out and do fetch quests, this might be fun for you. Not for me, though. It's a lot of... I don't know. I never really got into like the Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, or the Slime Rancher genre of games. So I never really got into, I guess, what you would call this sort of grinding, where it's kind of grinding for the sake of grinding. There's no point. You're not like leveling up a character to, have mechanically superior stats to put up better numbers than other people. No, you're just trying to do stuff, which I get is what people like to do. I'm just not one of those people. I think like technically it's definitely a fair shake, and it's definitely kudos to the devs for that. But just from like an overall package, I'm going to give it 1 chair. I didn't really enjoy it, frankly. Whoops.
Aha. See, just one. Just the one. All right. Spoilers. Let's take that. There we go. All right. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Everything worked out of the box, including the controller. I used my X clone. Going to give it to you. 1S controller. Had the right buttons. That was nice to see. Till I tried to set some waypoints, and that didn't work very well. Not at all with the Xbox controller. It was impossible. However, as you might imagine, on the 2060 with the 1920X Threadripper combo, I was able to deliver 2160p and 60 frames per second. That's such a sweet sight. Now, windowed and full screen, it worked. But I had to fight. I had to fight to get it back on the correct monitor, because the second I took it out of full screen, it shot immediately to my leftmost monitor, as some games do. And I had to pump it up and down and left and right and just fuck around with the resolution. I finally got back on the right screen at 2160p. Full screen. Everything was great. You can toggle run, by the way. Yay. I don't know why anyone would ever have that off. Now, to what Jordan was saying, thank you, Flying Spaghetti Monster. You can disable the moon speak gibberish sounds when people talk. That immediately got noped. You could just cut the volume all the way down until you can't hear it. Thank you so much for that. Now, with that out of the way, I have to admit, I really like the core mechanic of Alchemic cutie. Just running around ripping jellies from the wild and forcing them into a life of factory farming. I mean, you even get to force feed them like select menu items to produce desired results. It's dark, but it's nice. Nice touch there. Now, the trauma caused by factory farming your little jelly guys, being in captivity, they just straight up die if you're not like super attentive. So, yeah, interesting. It's animal cruelty. Maybe that's not your thing, man. There's Pedro and Jordan pointed out tons of fetch quests to keep you busy. But after 70 plus minutes of derping about, I have to call this what it is. This is a something to do simulator. Now, you've heard me say that before. Let me put a finer point on it. We're not talking about, I'm home from a long day at work, I need something done wine simulator. Nay, it's not what I'm saying. You know, this is, I need something to fill the empty void, which is my existence type of simulator. You know, busy work, something to do. But if that's your jam, you know what? This cutie seems to do a mediocre job of delivering, well, you know, according to the types of people who are into these things, an okay job. It's serviceable. I kind of went back and I looked at the reviews. Some people thought it was all right, and other, you know, I didn't see any glowing reviews, but I'm like, yeah, it's serviceable. I'll give it that. It looks all right. The sound is appropriate for the genre, and, you know, it's competently done on a technical level. Now, you do have to overlook not being able to set those waypoints with a controller, so you're probably going to be playing with your keyboard and gerbil. However, you know, Steam and a lot of the reviews compared this to Stardew Valley, and I got to point out, it's also $4 more than Stardew Valley, which I would say is a better game. I wouldn't you? Now, gentlemen, to be fair, this is none of our genres.
No, this is barking up the wrong tree for sure. I think like I probably like a more educational take would have been to just give this to my girlfriend because she's usually into the
I was going to ask, this looks like something Nori might fuck around with for a minute.
No. Nori is very much into like the puzzle-y type of games. These stuff like Stardew Valley, she doesn't really enjoy.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, like something like this, like I could probably go through the motions easier if this had a stronger, this is exactly where you need to go for like maybe the first 2 hours and like do this, do this.
I think a mini map would also be really handy because like I don't know where the fuck shit is.
Right.
Like,
and I don't want a map taking up the whole screen the whole time and I can't move while that's up.
Yeah, so, back and forth. All right, which way do I need to go? Oh, there's a block here, so I gotta like go back and around. And just some kind of indication of where the fuck to go.
But hey, if you're into like skirting blobs with balloons and choking them out while they fly back automatically to your
I did like the Fulton recovery system for the slimes. I thought that was wonderfully out of place.
if you want your resources back too, you can also like squeeze the shit out of your slimes until they vomit up all the food you fed them. It's the whole thing.
I gotta give it credit. I mean, it did in text form. It's got a sense of humor about it, though. I mean, in all seriousness, it does. An attempt was made at the funnies. I mean, it did the roll on floor laughing abbreviation. I think twice.
Rafflecopter.
Yeah, Rafflecopter twice in the first 5 minutes. Like non-ironically, though.
Yeah, I don't know. The dialogue didn't really catch me, so
it could be your thing, though. Maybe we're.
It could be. Yep, definitely. All right. Well, coming up next, we find out where spiders keep their libraries because it's not in user local bin. It's in /web.
Woo!
The spiders are internet connected. Oh shit!
Spiders listen, on the internet, nobody knows you're a spider. No one knows you're a spider on drugs either.
Lucky ass spiders with their free drugs.
Right? I want to sit in a lab and be given drugs and monitored.
Like, give me some drugs and a couple of bottles of crazy string. I'll do it for free, man.
Yeah, it's like, motherfucker, just like fucking set me up in a room with like a switch and some drugs and I'm good.
Can you just be a web developer anymore? Do you gotta be like full stack?
No, you can still do web dev.
Probably.
Do they hire like front end?
Yeah.
What does that entail these days?
Like I don't know. Like having dealt with some full stack devs, it's good that they're like knowledgeable, but like at a certain point they're a little overly general. But they think because they understand one complex thing, they understand every complex thing. And yeah, I don't know. It's a generalization about like a job title, which is really just, hey, we don't want to hire a bunch of people to do shit. We would just want to hire one person to do all the work.
No, back in the day, people of certain age, you'll remember this, okay, we're going to be doing a new website. The graphic designer would give you a PSD, and your job was like, make that into the web thing, which was always followed by, and we're going to use Flash. Because nobody listened. Like, you can't do that. One person do all the work. Yeah.
Yeah, Strider is a full stack dev. And look how bossy and opinionated he is. Case in point. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Same as it is now. Are you still trying to convince the graphics people to use GIMP? I was back in the day.
Yeah, no, living with someone who bought into the Adobe ecosystem a long time ago, and even doing like the PS GIMP thing of making GIMP as Photoshop-like as possible. It's like, the tools don't work like I want them to. Okay, there you go. Now we're giving money to Adobe.
Well, it's one tool or the other. I always hit back with that. I'm like, why are you limiting yourself? I mean, limiting your employment opportunities to one piece of software. Like, I just know personally, like, I couldn't be balls deep in like one thing and only that one thing, and anything outside of that is like, that's impossible to do the things I need to do. This is not true. That is self-imposed, and that is dangerous for like longevity of one's career. I'm not telling Pedro anything he hasn't thought himself.
To be fair, she doesn't do a lot of digital art. It's mostly IRL art, graphical,
IRL.
visual stuff. Pens, paints. She draws. That's her big thing.
Fucking hipster artist.
And yeah, no, part of the reason why we had to get the scanner was because she wants to have a digital portfolio of her analog art. So
I had to do that with
a flatbed scanner.
Dr. Cleto. He wanted a bunch of his old slides done. You Portuguese people plagued me throughout my entire existence.
To be fair, you were the one who asked me to be on the show.
I didn't say it wasn't self-inflicted. I said it was plaguing me. Come on, are you not familiar with self-hatred? Why is there
it
a
just works
stool?
with saying. Oh yeah, there is a stool.
Yeah,
Teeny
isn't
tiny
that?
little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was that hiding?
I don't know. What is its purpose?
It's USB, Katana.
Yeah, if a client ever comes up and is like, hey, we want a custom spoke CMS, go the other direction. I don't know anybody who's rolled their own CMS 10 years ago that are happy now. Well, yes, I do, but they've switched to WordPress or Drupal. Well, you run in like the After Effects, VFX industry, audio industry. Some people are straight up addicted to certain DAWs, like Pro Tools They get stuck on that. So what's
There
up with
was
this?
an issue with that scanner.
We get pressing questions. What's up with the stool?
Oh, I closed the vent above head so that I don't. Apparently, I'm a little too loud when we're doing the after show. So
Okay.
seeing if that helps, my voice carries.
Yes, but so we can hook up with some real-time audio processing. We can set a laptop upstairs with some headphones with like a room mic. I can adjust the gating quick enough.
Yeah,
Won't hear it.
I was looking into it. Apparently, the solve for that is there's like a liner you can feed into the pipes. That's like it's basically just like soft so that it stops the bouncing. But I'm seeing if the just closing the vent helps.
The magic words are mass loaded vinyl.
Mass loaded vinyl.
Yes. That is a sound blocker. It is thin. You put that on a wall, you can get really screamy. Effective for recording situations and sex dungeons.
One can be both.
Yeah, no, with Nori, she's like Photoshop for life, but the moment she has to use Illustrator to do something, it's like, no, I don't want to.
I want you to get a copy of Red Hat 6 and load up a copy of Corel Draw and be like, here, use this. Honestly, hang on, did they ever do Corel Draw? I know they did Corel Word. Because that came on the disk. Corel for Linux.
I remember playing around with Corel Draw on a Mac because my uncle had an old Mac and it had Corel Draw.
Oh, okay. Corel, okay. It used Wine.
Right.
Corel Photo Paint was available as a free download. Now how much would you pay? Oh, man. Corel is still a thing, too, though, by the way.
Don't they make cookware? Like dishes?
I'd fucking buy them if they did. Yeah, I remember just being screamed at in university because we were not careful with the massive clip art CD book collection. And we were reminded how many thousands upon thousands were spent on that. I'm like, listen, man, I just need a picture of this fucking cow's head so I can put it in this plate with blood.
No, Corel's they're still in Ottawa. They acquired WinZip.
Huh. Interesting bit of trivia.
Corel WinZip. Okay.
Yeah, 2006. I mean, Aftershock Pro, Avid Studio, Click and Create, MindJet Paint Shop, Quattro Video Studio, WinDVD, WordPerfect, Xmetal, which is apparently just an XML editor. Yeah. Apparently, Corel Draw 2022 is out. Does it have a Linux version? Let's find out. Oh, Windows and Mac. Boom! Probably fucking support M1 too.
I've made some progress on, like, hand making that fucking XML file bullshit for Trackmania.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down to that.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
about right.
they still distribute on disc.
I don't know. All the pictures that I'm seeing are showing iPads.
For what?
Corel Draw.
Mm.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, or the iPad Pro is basically targeted at artists specifically who had been asking for that fucking thing from Apple for half a decade. And Apple was like, oh, you actually want a drawing tablet? Okay, well, you should have said something.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Norway still hasn't completely said no to was Krita. That was a mild success story right there. It's like, okay, please use Krita. Yeah.
No. If you're going for a full-featured vector graphics, there's no substitute for Torp.
Yosh.
Trap.
I put Lonnie in front of GIMP, and she figured it out pretty quickly, so I'm going to give credit to her.
Well, this is the thing, though. I mean, one thing about, like, bitmap-based editors, I mean, GIMP's close enough to, like, if you kind of know what's what, unless it's that default fucking glyph icon set that they've added that you got to immediately revert back to because you can't make fucking sense out of it. It's not too bad.
It's all monochrome now.
Oh, I had to go back to there's like 2 or 3 things that I don't have for whatever reason. My brain just has never imprinted the keyboard shortcut for. Exactly. I mean that really solidifies your point, man.
It does. I'm glad you realized that.
I saw the aftermath of so it was like warm Nutella better than like room temperature Nutella?
Like heated?
Yeah. Do you like melt it?
I mean, you can. Like if you're doing crepes or something. You can do like a melted
Or
Nutella drizzle.
you just toss it into a mug with some flour, stir it up a little bit, put it in the microwave, and there you have mug cake.
Or you just stick the spoon in the jar and you put it in your mouth.
Yes, that's usually how it goes.
Rinse, repeat.
Well, I saw the byproduct of somebody microwaving a jar of Nutella, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you leave it in for an hour, sure.
What was that? Yeah, that was probably like 15 minutes on 800 watts or something.
I mean, if the goal is to light shit on fire with your microwave, it's completely doable.
now here's the real thing though. Does that smell horrible in your house now or awesome?
Yeah, so you walk in the kitchen, Nutella.
I don't know. I've never fucked with the Nutella. I just saw that post on Reddit and it was like my girlfriend decided to heat up Nutella.
I know there are hidden
30
jars
seconds
of
usually does it.
Well,
I know
she
there
was
are hidden
saving
jars
time.
of
She went for the
Nutella
whole
in
jar.
the house.
Hidden?
Hidden. On my request. If I know where they are, then I'm just gonna eat them, right?
They
Like
just have like field camo on them. I walk by, I'm like, thought I saw something.
no, they're just in like weird places you wouldn't expect to find Nutella. Unless you were specifically looking in that one place.
Then how do you override the desire to go looking in weird places for Nutella?
Too much effort. That's the thing. That's like my impulse control mechanism is if it takes more than a couple minutes to go get the thing, it's not worth it. If it's right there, then
Couple of minutes. If I have to get up, then I don't. I'm just lazy.
yeah, and you're also not 300 pounds, so
Yes.
All right.
I realize that my laziness does have some advantage.
Hey, Mel. Or Mel.
Yes.
Hey, Mel. Oof. I have to do something about multiplayer. There it is.
like do something with about Alciplaya, or like
take it out back.
No, I'm gonna give it a foot massage, man.
Right? Like, what are we talking about here? we gotta take care of it, or we gotta take care of it.
Timeless classic. All right. Good to go. And 3, 2.
It's the end. How did you get here? Did you use the timestamps to get here? Because if you did, kudos. No one does.
Motherfucker, I left it playing in the background.
I use the blockchain.
In the metaverse.
But yeah, this is the hate mail. This is, chances are we probably said something that you didn't like or that you very much appreciated during the show. And if you'd like to get in touch with us and let us know just how much you appreciated it or how much you hated it, it's right there in the name, hate mail. Go to LinuxGameCast.com, hit the contact button on the nav bar, and you get some caveats at the top, and then you get the form that you got to fill in. LGC Weekly is the show that you send your hate mail to. Otherwise, you can ask Ven and Jill some questions or leave some feedback for the Wednesday show. You can ask Jordan for relationship advice. But the caveats, those are important. You should read them.
No, reading's hard, Pedro.
Reading
I don't know
hard.
how to read.
Read hard.
Can you give it to me in cave drawings forms?
So apparently,
I can, but it's going to take like 200 years.
apparently, there was some discussion last week about where things go. You know, architectures, 32-bit, 64-bit. Remember when you end up in opt? Like, is this fucking thing installed in opt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, if it's an opt, I probably put it there, or me or Google.
Google. It's usually Google, yes.
Katana writes in, /op. I thought that was for binary packages, not from your repo. And use local was what you built.
I guess he meant USR.
No, man. This guy's
over.
living in the 25th century.
I mean, it's Linux, right? You can make your like /use local.
You can.
Install stuff
Yeah.
there.
Hey, man, you can let assist about, ooh.
Oh, that's going to be the new feature of Entitlement OS, is that we're going to change the letters on all the main directories by just one. So it's going to be like, actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what I'm renaming the home directory. That's bad.
But yeah, no, that in theory is correct, Katana. It's just distros nowadays, they don't give users write permissions to USR local. That's still a root folder. So the stuff that you build for yourself is going to end up in your home anyway. So what the fuck is USR local doing there anymore? And yeah, opt is also a relic that only Google uses apparently.
Well, I mean, opt and user local are kind of the same idea. Like, it's either local user stuff or optional software that came.
Well,
I
for the longest time, the thing that I would always see in opt, and this is from back in the day, was KDE. That's where KDE fucking landed. Everything else was in USR local user. KDE's like, fuck that. Opt, bitches. These days, Chrome and DaVinci Resolve and Adore and Mixbus and stuff like that. But kind of to hint at, like, with me, opt is the last place I look. It is like, are you seriously at opt? There you are. Oh, okay, got it. Should have paid attention when I was installing it. My bad. Please have an uninstall file.
The Mojo installer games that like to put games in USR local game. It's like, really?
So here's the thing though. The reason that user local is write protected is because you don't want like any user to be able to like deploy system wide installed files, right? Like, so you need to have someone at least do sudo there. But if you're a lazy admin, just chmod your user opt or chown your user opt, and then you can just stick all your software there.
Well, I mean, it is very interesting to think about like the origins or when something starts, like in Genesis as a multi-user operating system, just the design choices that are made versus something like Windows. Like what? Say everything.
Say like where the basic shit's located? No, it's under C. Users App data, local low, roaming.
No, but is it app data or application data? Because those are two different folders.
That's true.
And somewhere program files is still hanging out because I ran across this the other day.
There's
I'm
programs
like,
and program files. Why?
Why?
Because fuck you.
Reasons.
That's why.
And program files x86.
the up
We gotta keep
directory
those
of
separate.
Windows.
Yes.
Yes. What do we have up next? We're talking about arachnids.
Yeah, this is from Ertain, and they say it was nice of the developer of Spiders Everywhere to go on the Godot engine forums and ask if their game ran on Linux, just to make sure that it ran well. And you know what? We've been saying this for a while. Yes, solicit feedback from your users. This is the whole point of early access, is that you can put early builds in front of your player base and have them QA it for you. So, I mean, maybe don't necessarily go on forums and ask for volunteers. Maybe utilize the community and player base that you've cultivated. I guess maybe if you don't have that, then you need to go on forums and try and cultivate the player base and community. Or maybe stop yelling at people in your Steam description.
Well, I think there's also something to be said of, like, if you're going to ask for this, like, especially when you do it on Reddit, if you're a potential, game designer and you're thinking about putting it, I know Ayrton's been working on games. Word to the wise. Mean what you say. Don't like, hey, would you come check out my game, by the way, as like, a low-key way of sliding in your store link, because you're going to get bug reports.
Yeah, you're soliciting feedback. You got to be willing to accept that feedback, whatever it is, right?
If you're asking for people's opinion, they're going to give it to you. That's
Just
usually
like
how that
X.
goes.
You mean Wayland? Wayland going to give it to you?
No,
Are you trying to say back in your day, X gave it to you?
famous rapper DM Wayland. He's my favorite.
Google it.
With your song, y'all gonna make me lose my brain.
DM Wayland.
DM Wayland.
DM Wayland. If it exists now, fucking shit.
And if you pick your rapper name as DM Wayland, based on our opinion, at least, give us a nudge, send us some hate mail.
Yeah. Give us a shout out in your raps. Come on, shout out LGC.
And the breakout album, Cheese on My Face.
Yeah. Velveeta Homicides.
All right. On that bombshell, let's go ahead and cue the music. You'd always find us around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, unless you're one of the awesome people making this nonsense possible. Didn't show up an hour earlier, Death Note or above. If you're executive producer, we got a live video feed for you. But I'm talking about the pre-super shows, and that is the show before the show, an extra hour of content available in podcast form, and all the other cool things. Now, if you want to get a hold of me, just at Vinstone on Twitter. I'm there. You can slide in my DMs if you want. I'll never see them, but hey, you can say you tried, or you can use the contact form like a regular person. Also, hit me up in our Discord or IRC. I'm there. I'm available if you have questions, thoughts, hints, allegations. Or, hey, check it out, mass.linuxgamecast.com. At Vin, just at Vin there. And I'm doing the Mastodon thing. I'm tooting. That's what the kids do on Mastodon.
It's your boy, DM Wayland, the number 5 greatest rapper in all of Linux rapperdom. You can find my sick freestyle beats on Twitter at The Burning Fool or twitch.tv.
Available at Costco during the holiday seasons.
Oh, man.
Best rapper in Canada.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought people went on Mastodon just to look at porn. There's a lot of that. But, at Unaccounted For on Twitter. That's where you can find me. That's the social media that I use the most. So hit me up on there.
Credits.
Yeah. I mean, you can. It's a kind of techno music. It's like if John Zorn made a
technology
techno album.
was involved. Yes.
Yeah.
It makes
Y'all
noises.
gonna make me lose my mind. We gotta thank our patrons, our advisors, the topmost guys. Come on, load up Omega, Sartherin, our executive producers, Alias, our Barbara, Scott Michaud, Mr. Fox Dog, Atomic Ass, Mike G, Mike T, Drummer, Kohaku, and George, and our Linux fans, Chicago Kicks Ass, Darkwing, and Abstraction.
Sea Monsters, Jack, Renault, Rider X Machina, Trudgy, Veritanuda, Justin, Frostcline, Strider, with the Death Notes coming in, Nova K, Basil, Chad, Romeo, Marson, System T, Craig, Renee, Leonardo, DeCresney, Kim, Smashley G, Chris, Stephen Jill, Benjamin, Doom 2.Watt, Steve, Dirty Dean, Beck, Can't read anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find DM Whalen. Doesn't exist. So yes, we might have coined it in. Thanks to all our fine upstanding cannibals,
your boy.
Carl, Mike, Linux Nero, Aldius, Knuckles, John, Eshep, and Gameatron. You are truly
And George and
brilliant.
Yannick, thank you both so much, our newest Patreons. Very
Yes.
much appreciated.
Come race with us on Tuesday. Zoom zoom.
So.
Yeah, it's just like I'm driving my car with my zoom stick.
Not brought to you by Mazda. Mazda, sponsor us, damn it. Give us some cars.
Heck, I'll take an old car. Give me a Mazda Speed 3.
Just give Pedro back
I
his
like
old
that
car.
car.
He'll be pleased. Just ship it over there.
Just like launch a Mazda Miata through his wall.
Trebuchet. I want it sent from Portugal via air.
Yeah.
SpaceX.
Special.
I got an idea.
Special delivery, motherfucker.
I would be happy with that, actually, yes.
I want a low orbit Mazda Kendon.
Mazds from gods.
Yeah.
I put 100 Ks on that car.
And I
the
want
only
that
thing it
old
ever
guy
needed
up there
was
in
a
the space
battery.
station, like looking to the camera and hitting the button, going zoom zoom.
Zoom.
It's like outside of typical fuel oil stuff, the only thing that went bad was the battery. The stock battery had a bit of a discharging problem.
You know, I had a discharging problem once. You know what? Never mind.
Nope.
Did you get some cream for it?
No.
So yeah, DM Whalen.
DM Whalen doesn't exist.
No. DMW.
All right. I guess shit. I gotta start writing some raps.
Hang on, now I gotta find if there's a DMW.
DMX Whalens.
DMW and smoke. Oh, Detroit's Most Wanted. All right, that's gonna be.
Okay.
There's a DMW camp.
Is it? Wait, for a second there, I got confused. Like the Department of Motor Vehicles. It's like nuclear vessels. DMW.
Vehicular homicide. So, what are we gonna? Oh, it's -4. Brr. Check this out. We're gonna be playing a little bit of Trivia Murder Party before we shut down this nightmare train tonight. So I'm gonna fire up the after shows unboxing. So you got until however long it takes an HP, whatever the fuck this thing was, to boot up, to pop over to the after shows.
HP, not Optiplex.
Yeah, it's the not Optiplex. It's between two Optiplexes. This thing is just like a fucking casting couch away from a weird video, man.
I mean, you could post it on Gone Wilds.
There's a DWM. Oh, I haven't got the heat on. I bet it's cold. Was this thing? There it goes. That's how long it takes. Just long enough to be like, ah. I gotta open Steam up.
Right, I need more tea and I need to pee, so I'll be right back.
TP. Thank you, eShop. I don't know what Stone Shard is.
Oh, that's what that was? Okay.
I guess. A challenging turn-based RPG. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Wow. Let's see. Didn't we have Trivia Murder Party 2? Let me wire in. Guest audio. Let's fold back a guest. Alright. Do I have them on the master bus? I do. The chair throne bit reminded me. Alright, I'll check it out, man. Oh. Yeah, man. I've never had anything like... Well, you've never had a car. Have you ever had like a tree or something fall on a bicycle or scooter? Have you ever had a bike?
Yes.
Okay.
I've owned a bicycle.
Like,
I've
legitimate
never had
question. I'd never asked you that.
All right.
Have you ever had like a mode of transportation like damaged by falling thing?
No.
No.
My girlfriend's car got T-boned and like wrapped around a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, like they were able to salvage it. So, there's a gnarly looking brace on the door that on the passenger side seat where it did get smacked. Where that's holding the door currently against the vehicle.
And let me check if... Multimedia... ATF. Yeah, everything's going through it right. All right. Yeah, we'll have you guys on in just a minute. I gotta... If everything's set correctly. And I hit that button. Then we get all the audio from everyone.
Mary Foxmas. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Well,
The Steam client fucked up, and I had to log into the browser to accept the gift.
okay, I wasn't listening. What game were you playing?
Isn't it like
Jackbox.
Jackbox. So
Yeah.
nobody needs to buy Jackbox, just in case, because I think that's happened before. like, okay, I bought Jackbox. Like, no one needs to buy it. Don't worry, but you need to
No one needs to budget.
head over to jackbox.tv and make sure you're logged in with your Twitch account.
Yes.
Okie
Yeah.
dokes?
And I am going to wire up auxiliary audio for Jackbox, so you guys can hear it. New external. Wait.
Hey,
So that's going to go to Jordan, Pedro, and guest. There we go. Make sure that's post fader.
Well,
Throw in the
that's
record.
a interesting view.
Let's see. Yeah, when you're reading GIFs on the Steam client, more often than not, it says it's doing the thing and just close the window, and I mean it works anyway.
Yeah. No. This I got the notification. Someone has sent you a gift, and I have the little green blinky light, but it's like
oh
you
yeah.
click on it and nothing shows up.
Because the window's already out.
So I had to like log into Steam in the browser.
Okay, I saw Rohit pop in with the like Skycam, and I'm like, okay, I don't know who that is, but if somebody like smacks a microphone, it's Dak. Because there was nothing but just ceiling, and I'm like,
Well, Rohit is back on the set of Battlefield Earth.
hey man,
I don't know the reference. I don't understand the reference.
Oh, yo.
The entire
don't
movie
know-
is shot on a Dutch
Come on,
angle,
bro.
and you're currently on a Dutch angle.
Oh, okay.
Actually, one of his, he's got another series that was okay too before he went into Dynetics.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
I've heard like The Fear or something by him is actually decent, but
what was it?
The Fear.
The Fear.
No, this was it's a series of like 7.
Did I just
8
not hear
books.
this? Oh, that's why. Never mind.
Assignment Earth. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe.
That one is not good.
I don't know. I'm wholly unfamiliar with like L. Ron Hubbard's.
I am very much unfamiliar. I am.
All I know about Assignment Earth is that Edgar Winters was paid a shit ton of money to make an album about it that never really like got released to any sort of fanfare.
Well,
Game audio. Wait. Yes. Wait. Yes. Maybe. That sounds right. You guys can hear the drip.
I hear
Hear
drip.
the drip, drip.
All
Yep.
right.
I hear
I can hear the drip.
Drip, drip, drip.
Long as the
I
drizzle
want
is
a
coming through.
email.
Gonna listen to
Man.
your drizzle.
Yeah, jeez. There's no crossplay on that shit. Otherwise, I would have grabbed Demon Stone for like $20 at Walmart.
Demon Stone.
Or yeah, Drizzle.
Ah,
Or not Demon Stone. Dark Alliance.
I looked. That's the only thing I checked for this cell. 100%. Day one. I think it's Dark Alliance on cell.
Demon Stone was another Forgotten Realms beat 'em up game that was actually really good.
Yeah. I think it was for the.
It was they used the same engine for the PS2 Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, and Return of the King, and those were actually like really good games. Like,
Yep. Demon Stone was very, very fun.
Pedro's taking dick pics.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
He's taking pictures of ZEE.
I'm taking pictures of the blue Triple E PC keyboard.
That's blue. They look white.
Yeah.
I know it's blue, but okay, fair enough.
No,
Yeah,
it's like the
white.
dress. Is
If
it
it's
blue?
here,
Is it white and gold
there's
or
a lot of
blue and black?
light.
There it is. That's white. Yeah.
You know, Michael, I was about to talk some shit with you saying now it's blue, but yes, I agree with Michael 100%.
it was washed out. You could barely see that it was like when you turned it flat.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, light.
two
weird.
very bright lights pointed directly here, so yeah.
3 lights,
4 lights.
5 lights.
There are 5 lights.
Best I can do is 4.25.
It's like
Nah.
But yeah, no, that particular Triple E PC
4.5.
has a very peculiar
450.
keyboard.
450.
We need to go to an auction. I don't really want to buy anything at an auction. I just want to fuck around.
Oh yeah, no, you want to get it? Yeah, you and I get in a bidding war or
Yeah.
some shit.
We'll end up, somebody end up spending a fuckload of money on bullshit.
Yeah.
But yes, accidentally. Settings. Play. I gotta go do the
Oh,
fabric.
that's an interesting keyboard.
Yes. That's the kind of keyboard that usually tacks another 20 pounds on top of it because it comes from Japan.
No. That is not functional.
that is-
that might as well be like
Yeah.
a Barbie keyboard, man. Like, fuck that thing.
Well, I don't know about that shit because like what like fucking Japanese girls with like
Oh, I could thumb
numpads
type
were
with
amongst
it.
like the fastest fucking typists or some shit. Yeah, like
Korean. I think Korea was winning on that competition.
Pedro, I have 3 keycap sets for mechanical keyboards with that layout.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the,
but that's
the
not a
keycap
mechanical
sets,
keyboard.
those are
We-
cheap. Go find a
That's a
laptop
membrane.
on eBay with a Japanese layout. They're expensive.
Gesundheit.
I can get you some stickers. It'll be just the same.
That's the thing. The stickers actually decrease the value. It's stuff like that. If you look at stuff that comes from Japan, like
yeah.
Sony Vios, those are stupidly expensive.
That right shift. is
Pedro
a bit
and
too
Jordan
small.
should check their.
I'm in the thing.
I didn't know. I'm just letting you guys know. I didn't know.
I heard the notification, so I'm coming in now.
I'm coming.
I didn't want to go there, but yeah.
Okay, so you guys are in.
Yeah, you.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, get ready, live show, Discord chat. Here it comes.
Oh my god.
In 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Oh god.
Dude, I want that shit from Ghost in the Shell, where your fingers split
Yeah.
into like little fingers and you can type super fast. Dude,
Type on IME. Yeah. Character building.
But then
shit.
again, you more than likely do the cyberpunk thing and just plug yourself in and think.
No, man. See, I want the finger thing, but I want it like on my tongue. Yeah, just to scare the shit out of people. I had no practical use for it.
Look, spider hands.
Jazz hands.
No, the spider hands, and then you do that thing in your hair. It's like the.
Right up.
Oh yeah, dude. I would 100% use it to scratch my back. No lie.
Yeah.
Never underestimate a good back scratcher, man. That
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah.
listen, man, bitches need scritches.
I am a very, very itchy person in general. I need scratches.
Do the finger
I'll
thing
do
on my tongue.
Oh, fuck me.
But yeah, no, the Windows 3.11 thing on these netbooks, that I will
Oh,
try.
you could do that. Oh, I can't remember what I did with my old laptop.
For science.
Just forgot it.
Yes,
I do have an old
exactly.
laptop.
That Gameotron, that
Yes.
one of those things,
Yes.
just like split your fingers and.
Yep.
That doggo knows what's up.
Yep.
I tried doing that with my dog and she freaked the fuck out. What the fuck is that? Get that.
Look at him.
This is unnatural.
The HP Linux one.
That was
WebOS?
WebOS, I think.
Web-
yes.
That's mostly a TV thing
what?
now.
There
I
was
thought that
also
was.
there was also a SUSE Enterprise one. Linux GNU had one of those.
Scotty boy,
Yeah.
yes.
HP WebOS. Open WebOS.
I think it was the 2111. It was some really weird HP netbook with a VIA processor in it that came with SUSE Enterprise.
Hi, Daisy Bobs. I'm really sorry I'm making you motion sick. I'll try to fix it. It's just really hard with this monitor.
Jangles.
Alright,
But-
Revenge
but-
Games Live. Hello, Scott.
Yeah.
Yes, it is murder trivia.
Okay, turns out I'm just lazy. Sorry.
I don't know. I thought the Romulans were attacking you. You may want to consider raising shields, firing back with some photon torpedoes.
Oh, dear. Have Jason
Oh,
wanna
they're
tag
after you now, Pedro. Watch out for rocks. Because I watched all of Junkball Media's channel. Yeah, as it turns out, apparently when spaceships explode in Star Trek, they just throw rocks everywhere.
They were carrying rocks.
No, like out of the ceilings and the computers, it's just rocks.
Rocks.
Rocks. Oh, all right. Damn, if Rohit, if you started talking in a really deep, distorted voice when you're
Not WebOS.
because your face went all dark, I thought you were going all anonymous on us.
What?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm coming here from an undisclosed location.
Yes, Jesse Ventura.
Hey man, Jesse the Body Ventura to you, sir.
Some of the HP netbooks actually came with Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube Ubuntu?
Yeah, I remember that happening.
YouTube Ubuntu?
A while back, yeah.
I don't even know what we're on about.
Did anyone ever actually buy any of those Dell Ubuntu laptops?
I didn't
What, the
know that
Sputnik?
existed. I mean, I'm sure I did, but not.
Oh, the
It didn't-
Dell XPS.
Yeah, with the Ubuntu. You did PT, Dave?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
They did sell pretty well, apparently. So
Yeah.
Well, they didn't
Project
come with all the...
Sputnik was.
Did they come with support? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, they came with like a PPA that had all like the Dell driver shit.
Okay. Right on.
All right, Nemo has one too. All right. I was just curious because like I don't know. Nowadays with SSD markups, you just buy a laptop and then you buy a empty SSD and then you install it into the laptop. And then you just install Linux on that. Right?
No, your pager, you buy
No.
full SSDs.
No,
The
'cause
data
sometimes
mine
you'll
them.
have hardware that just won't work, like Intel Killer
I buy
Wireless.
laptops and I data mine the storage. Yes.
All right.
No.
Yes.
I still gotta sit back and relax according to this website.
Oh no.
Same
yep,
for me.
sorry.
Oh, yeah, that
It's
You
not
know what, that-
XFLOOD, but it's close enough.
you know what?
That's
That
so
doll looks like how I feel. I'll take it.
Oh, I'm the Ettenhart.
What am I? I'm
What
I'm
am
the
I? I
Java
don't know, wasn't looking.
Adobe Java.
Cyclops.
You're Adobe Illustrator.
I'm the little old Java.
Oh, I'm
you
the big
remember
guy.
like the little lump thing that used to dance around when you were building jars? Or class.
Never built a jar in my life. So
And some purple thing.
Java's not something I've messed with. I'm the big guy.
You're good at killing.
I'm the knuckles.
I want pizza.
Oh, I love pizza.
This
Don't
thing,
make me hungry.
Welcome to Trivia Murder Party.
It's 4 in the morning.
Tutorials are set to minimal.
Jaffa
and we're ready to
Cream.
go. First question. Not counting leap years, how many hours closer to death are you every time a year passes?
Oh fuck.
God damn it.
Oh, God.
I was promised there would be no math.
Right?
Oh,
Hear those in the audience too.
Time for the multiple guess.
No cheats.
I'm not cheating.
I'm just guessing.
That's a solid guess on that one.
I picked a number that looks right.
Stop cheating, Ishab.
In the correct answer.
No calculators.
Who got the correct
Ah,
answer?
yes.
Oh, did I?
Not me.
Hang on.
Using a
Fuck.
calculator.
Wait, yes.
Oh wow.
Not me.
Yes.
It's time.
Oh.
Welcome to room
I think I knew that from a table at one point, and I'm like, I'm looking for the one number that looks familiar.
That was just like, fuck, what? This one,
Start
sure.
by giving
Oh,
out
not
extra
these.
dice.
That's when in.
Go ahead. Give your die to someone to make life harder for them.
I'll give it to Alan.
No.
I think Alan. Yeah, I think Alan needs to play on hard
Whoever that
mode.
is, I can't see.
What are we doing? This isn't Thursday.
Alright, yeah, that's me.
No, they're listen. These aren't fuzzy creatures. They're puppets.
Oh, the highest total.
What the fuck?
Oh, then you both die.
Oh,
And then they
me
die.
and Albert first to go. Alright.
I always want to just push all the buttons. But don't
Well, that was a
worry.
wash,
I'll stay
except for
focused.
Alan and
Yep.
Michael.
Oh,
Listen.
that
As long
was
as Alan
so
doesn't win, we're
bullshit,
good.
that
Let's keep moving. Some laws
That's
are
my
more
goal.
difficult to break than others. Which of these is not a law of thermodynamics?
Oh, maybe.
one. Oh, okay.
Scott. Where is Scott when you need him?
Take a guess.
I'm not entirely sure.
It's one of those two. So, moral of that story is do not hire me as your thermodynamicist.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
This.
Damn it.
Not me.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Damn it. Well, for those of you who got it right, good guess. Because none of you fucking knew.
It was 2 or 4, baby.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
As
Gas
temperature
thing.
decreases, mass doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, I was thinking
The
gas.
scariest thing of all.
Gas expansion.
Talking on the
God
phone.
damn it.
I'm giving each of you a telephone. But
We're gonna kill everyone.
No,
in the
I don't
house.
want to talk on the phone.
Dial one of these numbers on your rotary phone before anyone else. or
Oh,
you
fuck.
die.
I still have a rotary phone
There's a lot
somewhere.
more damage
How do you-
than blood
Yeah,
and
but which
damn
one's
it.
going to be the quickest to dial?
What the fuck? Oh,
It's
God.
not working.
No.
Jordan
Wait.
missed it.
Fuck.
Jordan missed it.
Phone.
I'm out.
All right.
What the hell? How?
5. Eat a
Ah,
dick.
damn it.
Rotary
I
phones
get,
are
how do you
easy.
make this?
Come on,
This might
guys.
make sense on a touch device. Fuck this.
What the fuck?
Yes.
I'm dead.
You gotta
I'm
rotate
dead.
along with the thing.
Oh, fucking shit.
I'm just about to come
Patience is a virtue.
What?
I'm out.
Yeah, it can be real hard to figure out how a phone works.
Eat a dick game.
Yeah, here's the thing. If this was an actual rotary phone, I could do it. But not when fucking numbers change randomly.
My family never really understood me, but friends are the family you choose. And someday, I'm gonna make the whole world my friend. Let's try another one. Where do I keep more than half my bones?
In your butt. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm going with some medical
that.
experience on this one. With a guess.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
There are two.
No, god damn it. I fucked it up.
Almost out of time.
I need it. Yeah. God damn it.
Thanks, E-Shep.
And your mom.
Yeah. Also your mom.
This.
Yes!
That was my first guess, and I fucking
Bloody
overthought it.
answer.
I thought the spine had more than the feet, but apparently not.
No, your feet have a ton of bones. That's why I fucked up.
Yes.
Giving.
No, it's the ankle and the
Give
toes.
money to each other.
Yeah.
And
The person
kidneys.
with the most cash at the
And same
end
with your
will
wrists.
die.
Got a couple of bones in the
But if
kidneys.
they end up with $800
Kidney
or
bones.
less,
I mean, it
You know.
depends on what you're
Kidney
eating.
You ever
bones.
passed a kidney bone before?
Ah, okay, here we are. What's going on
What are we
here?
doing? Give money to each other? What are they doing?
What are you gonna do?
They gotta see who gives the most money, I guess.
I have given the money.
There you go.
Now it's down to each.
If anyone goes over 800, you die.
check.
Shit.
Oh!
Richest, and you are the deadest.
Hey, I bet you died, so I made some money.
I don't know.
Made some money.
I'll take it. I will profit off your demise. Absolutely. Sure.
Is E-Shep the only one alive?
Yes.
Yep.
Jesus.
But you can
Alright.
steal it at the end, right? It doesn't matter.
The final round
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
close. Next question. What color M&M was retired in 1995?
Fuck.
Didn't it get brought back?
Maybe?
What was that one?
It may have been just random YouTube fact that I heard at some point, but I think so.
See, I'm in Canada, so I eat my chocolate coated or my candy coated chocolate of choice is Smarties.
Yes,
Fine.
we have Smarties here.
Picked this.
Tom.
Not
Damn.
me.
Nope.
No.
Oh, E-Shep again.
Way too
Isn't a
easy.
tan M&M just a Reese's piece?
Let's keep moving. If I speak Pennsylvania Dutch, and I do, then what language do I speak?
I know this one.
I know this one.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm going for the obvious answer.
I
The
don't.
only thing that makes sense to me. Nope. You know what it is. You know what it
Freaky
is.
Dutch. It's German.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, it's German.
Deutsch.
Everyone again? You all need to be taught a lesson.
What's wrong with Pennsylvania?
I
huh?
picked French, but no, those were Southerner.
Those are like the OG Mennonites. They speak that.
The lost art of letter writing.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to dictate a message to you. Write down as much of what I say as you can. Everyone else will be typing too.
Oh
If
no.
anyone does a
Oh,
better
okay.
job than you die.
How's
Okay.
this gonna work?
Typing
Back
fingers
letter
ready
here.
because
All
I'm
right.
starting right
Let's dance.
now. Dear Chocolate Puff Cereal, I love your product, but I fear your mascot. Peter the Puff
Dear
Pig is clearly
Peter
insane.
Puff.
His painted smile on the box is an obstacle I must overcome every time I prepare breakfast. Please just send me your delicious product in a clear plastic.
I'm just throwing in enough. Fuck Isha.
Time's up.
Alright.
All right, now let me get out my red pen and give this a once-over. And what's the result? But did anyone do better than you?
0?
Hey,
Oh, get fucked!
That's the best.
Get fucked, all of
So
you!
this
Fuck
letter,
this.
are you kidding me?
Fuck all of you.
that's right, Game of Thrones. Suck it, Beacon.
Gave up halfway through. I'm going, no, fuck this.
So, see,
Well, it's
having the
eShop.
most money is good for something. The time has
I
come.
had the
I got the
oh,
least.
he currently has the most money. In the money game, I was the one who ended up with the most.
Aw.
You've made it so
Right,
far.
that was a separate money game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit.
Category.
Now the game starts.
Place
is not
five in
fair.
the air. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit.
I don't know.
I don't know any Moliere.
Yeah, maybe that.
There's just one I need to exist.
Let's see the right answers.
Ah,
Oh, I
man,
got
I
one
was
right.
wrong as shit.
Okay. Got one.
I got one right.
Who existed with dinosaurs?
That one
Shit keeps
probably.
evolving into crabs. I don't know.
Time is almost up.
Ouch.
Hey, another point.
Alright, I got
Oh yeah.
one. Right.
Yeah, alright, I'll take it.
Metric system units of measurement.
Huh.
They all
You
tell
could
me-
say one is, but
Do you know for long frickin' Fortnite? Aha!
Yeah.
They all were liars.
good when the audience got
All
that
of them
wrong.
lie.
Human blood types.
Sorry.
I got D blood.
Fucking P minus you're trying to give me?
What blood type do you have? P minus.
My blood is piss.
I got pee in my blood.
My blood is pissed.
Hashtag my blood is piss.
Spell your
Go
life.
home, Dracula. You're drunk.
Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. It's only darkness.
Imprisoning me.
Necktie knots.
Fuck
It's not even me. Okay.
I think.
I think.
Sure.
What's that in
whatever.
COVID
Almost
nuts?
up.
I mean, one of them is technically true, but it's not its intended use.
Yeah.
Totally wrong.
I got.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
can
okay.
give yourself the old choke and stroke with the necktie if you want, but like that's not what they're for.
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret Bra
Oh.
Collection.
I'm gonna guess Busted's not one of their products.
So
Probably wrong.
there are a couple Victoria's Secret bras here, but I don't know what their fucking model names are. I don't pay attention to.
Oh, god damn it. I should have done that.
All right.
And that's our
was
problem.
thinking I
We don't know what
should've
their
said
model
that.
names are. Good. What rev is this?
Marine mammals.
Oh, come on.
I'm pretty sure one of those is a Pokemon.
Right.
No,
But I did it anyway.
that's the wrong spelling, Pedro.
Yep.
All.
Also,
Oh, they're all okay. Yeah.
Pokemon based on
Yeah.
marine mammals.
You know how Ekans is like snake backwards, right?
Yeah, dugong.
And you know how
dugong,
Arbok is
right.
penis backwards? I don't know.
Oh shit, I'm the wrong one.
How'd I do?
Did I or did I
me.
not?
Report? Yes.
Oh,
Just
They're all squash.
they're all squash.
Squish.
Dang it.
do it.
Squish squash.
Oh,
Ben.
Ben. Is he gonna steal it?
Now
Ah,
ask me
there goes the
something
audience.
cultural pop relevance and watch me
So
die.
fast. You need a perfect answer for your final escape.
Oh,
I'm aware.
And that includes the third answer choice now, too.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yes, I'll take that one.
You have to get all the right answers to escape.
Oh, I didn't catch that the first time. My bad. Okay.
Next question.
all right.
Boats with sails.
Sometimes they can. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know, man, about that one.
I'll do that.
Ding ding.
There goes Ben.
You know what? In my defense, I think that's the first one I've ever won, so.
Well done. Congratulations.
Mate.
It was pretty close near the end. There were like 3 of us who could have taken it.
Okay. At the very least, the murderer is dead, right? Like,
I mean that checks out. Survivor describes personal hell. I had fun. That's exactly what Ben would say if you were interviewed after surviving a
Shep didn't type well enough.
Yep.
Misdialed.
Nothing misdialed.
Got rich and died trying.
Yeah.
Rolled the highest.
Mr. Alert, roll the highest. Misdialed. Burning full. Misdialed.
Bad at dick.
dark.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Oh,
bad
bad-
at dick. Bad at
Yeah,
dick.
that's bad at dick.
Audience could not escape in time. All right, well played. All right, well played.
You get the golf clap.
All right, we got time for another one. Let's see, what do we want? Oh, right, this is the Jackbox 6, so I have to hit 13 buttons to get to the menu. Let me out, damn it. Back. Yes. Back. Yes. Thank you.
Don't you hate it when you're trying to just like cancel out of something and you just like go to the previous menu and you're just like, well, that's not what I wanted to do at all.
Another complaint that I would even drop with the game from this week. If I give you the Vulcan nerve pinch, I want gone. I don't want, hey, we know you were trying to quit with gusto.
Yeah.
Neverwinter Nights does that too. Alt F4 and it
Yeah.
pops you up. Are you sure you want to exit?
Sure.
No.
It's like, yes,
Oh, yeah,
motherfucker. This is my get the fuck out of here button. Alt
Okay, I'll
F4
keep
to pay
that
respect,
in mind.
baby.
What do you want to fuck with? I know the
got?
joke was
What do we got?
kind of boring. Push the
Yeah.
button.
That's the
That
only
looks
stuff
like
on
that's
Kid
the
Marvel.
that's the fucking alien one that didn't make any sense. What was
Yeah.
role models?
That's just that crappy science thing.
Oh,
where-
right. We had no idea how that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dictionarium was fun. Was just making up words.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Make up some words. Yeah, let's
Let's try that. Sure.
But as we've established, Mr. Foxdog is very bad at dicks. So.
Floobity bloobily poopily.
Oh, you would know, wouldn't you?
I would.
Oh, all right.
As someone who is strictly moderately okay at dick.
Dick fucking squat. All right.
I mean, yeah, kind of. That's what happens.
Sometimes poop.
Sometimes poop.
I mean, you gotta just prepare for that, right? Like,
All right, there it is.
Oh, crap. I wasn't on the tab. I wasn't on the tab.
speaking of butts, I'm being faced with an asshole right now.
You really should go for a non-reflective monitor, man.
Yay, there we go.
All right.
Glossy
Oh,
monitors
Scott's
are so
here.
passe.
I am.
Why?
Oh,
Look at everyone being spicy this evening. All right.
yeah, everyone's extra saucy.
So much sass.
Ooh,
Okay,
Motherfucking
prepare everyone as we
sausages.
collectively try to figure out how this game's played again.
Alphabet is a lump of unmolded clay just
Okay,
waiting for your
it wants me to
nimble
select the
fingers
type of
to dig
game.
in.
Word game or
Look at these
slang
good
phrase
people.
game?
I am already devoted to you.
Let's go. Let's
In
go.
the
Word.
Dictionarium,
What?
you take
Word.
a made-up word
Alright.
and turn it into a real word with real meaning that you can use forever or forget about right away. It's a game. If you're just watching right now, join the audience.
And
Enter
what
the
does
room
that spell?
code and play along.
V-
Let's
The
get started.
Burns.
First things first, check your device for a new phrase.
Okay.
Wait.
Write a definition for the piece of slang on your device.
Oh, here we are. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
As long as you're using letters, you really cannot mess this up too badly.
You have no idea.
Throw the gauntlet harder, game. You can do it. You can do it. I got faith in you.
I did not type that game, I typed that.
All right. I got a bad prompt. Can only do so much.
Oh man, I didn't have shit to work with.
Yeah, right. Like
Let's check these definitions out.
Ah, Pedro.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
hey, I feel personally attacked. What the fuck?
Okay, the time has come to vote.
Oh, yeah.
Choose the definition that makes the
Well,
most
somebody
sense
got a little
or
too
that
real.
makes the most joy to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, you can award bonus points to the ones that stole your heart.
Everything's just
That was
a warm
very
up
good.
until you
That was
win.
very good.
It's,
Yeah. Which one
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the winning definition to be
By a bit,
recorded
a smidge.
forever in the dictionarium is...
Scott.
Calling us all out.
I learned it by watching you,
Now let's
man.
do the same thing for the other slang.
All right. Your shorts covered in melted chocolate. Okay. Well, all right. Yes, yes.
Okay.
High IQ broken pants.
Vote for your
Everyone
favorite,
went
my
for the
chunky
same
little
thing.
Ponies.
Yeah, it's not a very good prompt.
Everyone's hungry for Smarties.
Dictionarium.
Smarties are food, right? Or candy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Candy's food.
Yes.
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 It's like M&M's without the peanut in it.
Well, if you're in
the
the States,
competitor?
they're
Smarties
they're
are like,
rockets. They're like those little chalk candies.
Chalk
They taste like Pez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, candy's like a
My
very
pants are
nebulous
broken.
category in my head.
Broken
You gotta. Don't leave me behind. I only have a broken pants.
That's a much more
I'll
even
take
split.
it. I'll take it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, not less.
Spavumber. That's what that
Round
spells.
2, new slang. Now come up with a new phrase that matches the definition on your device. Round 2 goes fast, so type.
Oh crap! I got on. How do I spell that?
There's a character limit here.
Yeah.
All right.
It also doesn't allow mathematical equations.
I put something. I was allowed to put brackets. So.
Do you try to do luck for J messages? No?
Yeah. Yeah. See what their backhand is. Jindy.
Please tell me to let me put it in.
Choose the phrase that best fits the definition.
Know-it-all pants, Gretel's undies, hums,
H&M M&Ms.
Yes, I would like you to try these variable sweets.
I mean, that's kind of what edible panties are.
These shorts go drip drip.
I got something.
And the winner is...
The winner is...
H&M's.
H&M.
Synonyms, hoarding history. Your currently open browser
You know what
tabs
to do.
literally never
Vote
close.
again.
A single one. Browser bilge. You ask a close what? That is tabula penis. Turbo tab. Tabbing. You know, you should have just called it Lenny.
All right, no, unlike my tabula rasa riff. I thought it was plenus, and I'm like, tabula penis.
Penis.
Penis. Yeah. Like, instead of a blank slate, a full slate.
Great! Now we have a brand new piece of slang. Let's use it. Write a sentence with your new piece of slang.
Do I have
If you
to?
can't remember what the sentence is, it is a string of words connected by spaces, like beads on a string or cars on a train. Or, actually, none of those are connected by spaces. I don't know. Just write a sentence, geez Louise.
All right. This is the best I got. I hope it's good enough to get me into the top 3. I don't think any of us are beating Scott at this point.
I don't know, man.
He kind of swept both rounds there.
Yep.
Now I know why he's here. I asked a question, now I know. And I don't like the answer.
He's just
I don't
taking a
like it
break
at
from tanks, man.
Thanks for nothing.
That's gonna get boring, like multiplayer, like that high level. It's just like whoever shoots first.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess you can like.
Now you're just
I mean,
playing
if
Reground,
everyone
so
is-
it's,
It's a bit. The end is near.
If everyone is already OP, then they have all the
Yeah,
armor
it
and
takes
shit.
a while to actually take someone down because everyone's got max armor.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Let's survey these sentences.
You're currently open tabs. You literally never close a single one. Your Netscape nav is going to crash. Activate the browser build.
Activate the browser build.
Stop pointing at the browser build on your smarty screens. Gross. Dan, I need you to build my browsers.
Damn it, Dan.
Vote.
Dan for the win.
Fucking Dan.
Fucking Dan. Stupid unicorn wizard.
You got a heart for the callback to the Smarty Shorts?
Scott again with the sweep.
Scott.
Yeah, we're not catching Scott.
Hands and mouths and I shit my but nobody can tell because of all the chocolate already there. There's done. Can I get my killed everyone in the town? Martha,
Martha.
Why did you say that name?
Why did you? My mother is also named Martha. My son is also named Bort.
Are we best friends now? Does that make us best friends?
Yeah, I get big. My son is also named Bort from vibes from that scene. Attention, gift shop. We are out of Bort license plates.
Yeah, I got one. All right.
Yeah, points.
Really?
I got a pity.
Really? No one fucking wants to shit in my pants.
Nah.
No.
Martha.
What a terrific entry in the dictionarium. You should be proud.
Yay.
Check it out. What an incredible entry. Oh, and now we get to see who won.
It's Scott.
Oh,
That's Scott. Wait, we got Svooberm.
Third place.
Svooberm is our final word.
I got lost. Yay.
Hubba. I just found a dozen words hiding in my shag carpeting.
Really?
Phrasing?
All right. I
Totally accidental
I will
from
take
this.
doing better than Alan.
I got the most likes.
Then got the most likes.
Fuck you all.
Didn't do too well on this one.
It's only
Oh.
11:30. I guess
Spooky.
we can do one more of something. Let me see.
Yeah, we can do one more, but I think we'll be happy.
You want to pull up another Jackbox?
Yeah, let's just do Civic
slightly
Doodle.
more fun games.
Yeah, we'll do a little drawing game.
Civic Doodle.
That one's easy. So don't hide word in your.
What was the one where you're like in a fucking Dragon Ball Z fighting arc or whatever?
Oh yeah.
There was that one, then was the job interview one with all the
Let me
words.
see. We could do that one. Was that an 8? Which one is it?
I have no
Coal mine.
recollection.
The fighting one or the job one?
Fighting one?
The fighting
I think that was
one.
in 7.
Fighting one, I think 7, yeah.
Is it in 7?
Oh, 7. Oh.
The one where you have like the mascot and it's just kind of funny and you don't know what the other person does.
Checkbook, Whipla.
Yeah.
The one where you make the
Sumo Up?
champions
Champed
and
Up?
Champed Up? Is that it?
Drawing own champions and challengers.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll install that.
Yeah.
I am preparing. I'm allocating my disk, all 1.7 gigajoules.
Really, shit.
Now, depending on the lords of Valve, that'll take between 30 seconds and Tuesday.
Isn't that the new villain for the Shazam movie, The Lords of Valve?
The Lords of Valve. Man, I'd go see the fucking Lords of Valve.
Like,
Oh, I'll just
Captain Marvel has to fight fucking Gabe Newell.
Right?
And he's like, if you kill me, Half-Life 3 will never be released.
It's not coming out anyway.
Oh, we could all see Gabe dressed up as a Superman. Come on.
Oh, no, man. He unzips
Oh,
his
no,
suit and
yeah,
Gates
Gabe's
gets
down
out and
for
he's
it.
like, it's me the whole time, fuckos.
Yeah. Just be like, guess what?
Gabe
There's
just
another
shows up
sales.
in like the
There's another sale starting right now. Give me more.
Gabe shows
money.
up in like the HEV suit, with instead of the lambda symbol, it's just the number 3.
It's gonna have to be a big fucking suit.
No, it's just the Valve logo.
Yeah.
He's got a controller on each nipple.
Wait, isn't that how the Steam controller works, anyways?
Kinda.
Hence the joke. Yes.
I was one of the very few Control-Alt-Delete comics that were successful. The haptic feedback one.
Oh, that one.
What, you don't like your happy gaming comic talking about miscarriages?
Yeah, the comedic, gamery internet comic all of a sudden going all lost.
I remember like one of the early Control Delete has a new guy like talk about like Linux for the first time, and the main character like threatens to hunt him down. It was.
Oh yeah, there was the Linux using roommate who I think its name was Scott.
Mm-hmm. And he had the
I'm gonna
penguin.
be. Oh man, this giraffe guy is fucking great. I love him.
Sex him. Sex.
Sexum.
Zexum.
The Sexmen.
Yeah, I'll go with the sexy phone.
See, everyone avoided the traffic safety wizard going for Ellen. They were like,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Pedro's an alcoholic, so he's a walking, talking drink.
I haven't had
He's drowning.
any alcoholic beverages in over a month now, okay?
Good for you.
it is straight to the heroin.
Nicotine, but yeah. Also in.
Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs
I feel this
take down
guy.
the heavy
Sometimes I feel like
favorites?
someone's taking a bite out of my head.
Time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will be prompted to draw and name a
Vegeta.
particular type of champion character.
Vegeta.
They'll be equipped with
Soy
two tools,
Vegeta.
a pen for drawing and a thick marker for coloring in.
Yeah, right.
Once a character
Cool theory,
is
bro.
drawn and named,
How about trying to use my
and
right hand with a
submitted.
trackball? That's
The
more
timer's
accurate.
been set. Off we go.
While looking hard left.
What?
Oh yes, excellent.
We don't have any color options, do we?
No, yeah we do. It's the first square on the left. Up top.
They're all black. Oh, there it is. Right.
Yeah, yeah. The
How is there no red on this thing? Are you kidding me?
Highlighters. There's no such thing as a red highlighter.
there's absolutely red. I'm using it right now.
Yeah.
Not on my color.
Well, it's an
picker.
orange. That's orange, but yeah.
No, it's red.
Not on mine, but okay.
I have my colors inverted, so I have fuck all idea what mine's gonna be. Because I have it on the dark
Surprise,
mode. Yeah.
champion.
There's gonna be some Technicolor bullshit coming up.
All right, fuck it. We're doing it live. It's the best thing I can draw with the mouse.
Five,
Come on, Scott, roll it, and Alan.
2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Sure,
trainers
whatever.
are now moving on to creating a
Oh
challenge.
no, I gotta come up with a
These
second
characters
thing.
will be the underdogs because their creators will see who they're competing against, but not what the contest will be. So they must analyze their opponent's unique skill set to create what they hope is a worthy challenger. Let's see the drama unfold.
Oh lord.
Ah.
Oh my.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I got this.
All right.
okay.
I'm unsure of what I'm supposed to... Okay. Is that what I'm... Oh, that's my opponent.
Yes.
Ah. Got it. No, don't do that. That'd be bad.
All right, there we go. I'm ready.
So am I.
Get ready to get fucked. By my ultimate warrior.
I wish this game was a bit more clear about saying which one the challenger was, though, because when you look at the reveal, it's good to know, like, this person had no idea what he was doing. It just, you know.
Asymmetrical.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it these days.
No, it's asymmetric, and that's the fun part of the game, but it'd be nice if they actually said in the reveal which one was the one that had a hard time, right?
I'll do it. You want ready? No, submit. There we go.
Alright.
Playing with
Come on,
strangers, you
Eshep,
may
come
want
on,
to turn on
Rohit.
moderation tool.
If Eshep just writes fuck it, he wins, I think.
Fuck.
It's too late though.
It's time for the main event. Our first opponent enters the ring.
Should be good.
And in this corner we've got
Snorkels.
fucking
Solution to most Marvel movies. Yes.
Okay.
Who wants it more?
Go on.
Come on, Norkels.
Come on.
He's already got a hole through him.
Oh,
The
50-50.
underdog.
Ah.
The underdog wins. It's not a technicality.
Stadium shaking right now.
Oh, well done.
In this corner we've got. There'll be
Harbinger of Doom.
We'll decide
It's Jay from Clerks 2. He's singing
guess.
Goodbye Horses.
Yeah.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. I don't know though. Harbinger of Doom.
Yeah, no, I like the Harbinger of Doom.
Yeah, we'll go Harbinger. Flair.
You can see why this trainer is so popular.
It's my Pokemon.
Now entering the ring. And
Third wheeler. Well, this is an easy win. Who wins?
I mean, if we're operating off basic maths, yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad that worked. I'm really glad that worked.
Next up is
Triangulator.
Triangulator. Go Jets.
who is champion of comfort.
Oh,
Comfort.
well.
Oh, that's
The cozy.
I think cozy, yes.
I like Cozy's hat.
Yeah.
Cozy's hat.
Suck a triangulator.
With a hat.
Oh dear.
Whoa, shit. Oh god.
Zed.
Going wild.
Co-Zed. Because it's Scott.
Moving on, we've got versus
Coffee one.
one of them will
Green
walk out
tea.
as The champion.
Okay, all right.
All right. It's coffee versus tea.
Fucking
Coffee.
diseased poo tea.
Coffee.
Green tea is so fucking disgusting. One of Japan's worst.
Looks like coffee is the clear winner here. We're mostly a coffee group. That seems.
See, I drink tea, and yet coffee was my suggestion.
Well, you picked a winner, right?
No, the audience, man. Come on.
Make way for
Mars.
Star Wars.
spacing out.
Sturple's gonna make you its bitch.
Yeah, I think Sturples is the clear winner here. I want to live on
Sturples has got a very dopey look.
Sturple fucking eats planets.
Yeah, it's like fucking Galactus.
Sturples.
Gucci.
Here's our next competitor.
Literal carrot.
Versus
Literal carrot.
With some crap at the end of
This
it.
stuff.
These two are competing to be the champion of Margaritaville.
I want to taste a carrot margarita.
Blood first.
What was the prompt on this? Vegetarian alcoholism?
Margaritaville.
Margaritaville.
It was literally the one thing I could think of drawing.
Oh, that's anime as fuck.
Diced carrot.
Yeah.
Yep.
No question, this trainer is a fan favorite. Up next,
No, I was putting all my money on Norkels.
versus one of them will walk out as the champion of making it work.
Both of those are terrible for
Popcorn,
this.
This is a good battle.
I'm sorry, sunflower.
Seems like there's a clear
The
victor,
ref
though.
just needs to call it.
Yes. I'm gonna go for the funny one.
Yeah.
I was just given a picture of that flower, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fire
it's
up your
coming out of his
dick.
penis.
Literally coming out of the dick.
Quickly rising star. Here are the scores as we head into halftime.
All right, not last. I'll take it.
Second place.
This
Hey. All right.
Okay.
Oh crap.
Okay. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it! I can't draw that.
Come on. What is wrong with this color picker? Utter garbage.
All right, whatever.
All right. That's not my best, but that's what I.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely happy with mine, but okay.
Listen, I gotta play to my strengths. That's it.
20-second warning. Name those characters.
Nay. Ooh.
Creme Fistico.
Fistum.
Mung Fungus. Flatulencia.
Unclothoth, the worm.
What in God's name is this?
I don't know. Where are we at?
Disgusting.
Oh. Analyze your opponent and create a challenger.
Okay.
Okay. Shit, we might as well.
It's time to name those characters.
Whatever. Let's go with it.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that's not pretty, but that's...
Listen, as long as I don't get last, I think I'll be fine. I just gotta beat Iship. That's it.
It's the second half, which means it's time for the tag teams. Each matchup will include a surprise contest where players can tag out their characters.
All right.
Oh, okay.
For both contests will be cumulative.
Excellent.
Let's start things off with our first two fighters. Who is champion of Glamour?
They both are shitty. What? How's that impossible?
Fucking D. Snyder.
The champion of glamour, and they're both shitty.
This one's just about over.
Oh, come on.
Yeah! People like D. Snyder.
I don't know who
Fucking
he is.
snood-looking D. Snyder.
Including exotic pets. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out?
I don't know, Snorkelers.
I think Norkels gets this one, yes.
Norkels is the most exotic pet.
Wow, the people's choice.
All right. He got his dick chopped off. Yeah, Norkels and shitty D. Snyder, man.
Two new fighters
the power pack.
enter the ring. One of them will be champion of gluttony.
So Tumblr against Facebook.
Incredible.
Gluttony.
The tides are turning.
Oh no.
We'll declare a winner after this next match. The champion of having it all.
Oh no.
The trainers have a decision to make.
Uh-oh.
Here comes
Nope.
the reinforcement.
Harbinger of Doom. little spiders just there to add insult to injury.
I'm the Harbinger of Doom! Doom! You're gonna die!
There's no way, kids.
100% of the audience says yikes.
Here's our next matchup.
Hey, Zeus.
You will
Versus
decide
Grave
who is champion of the underworld.
All right, okay. All right.
What a Welcome to Slamtown.
It's like everyone's on side grave
This
kitty.
next contest could swing
Yep.
things. The champion of Hot Topic. Will the players tag out?
Well, I mean, story checks out.
Yeah, okay.
If I show up to Hot Topic with a gun, don't show up to Hot Topic with a gun, folks. LGC cares.
No, don't hit it with a gun. You shoot with it.
Cheap shot.
It's time for our next bout. One of them will be
Super now.
the champion
What does he
of
think?
romantic fantasies.
Damn good
I'm
coffee.
not even saying. Damn good core.
This is getting drawn out.
A dreamer is
Got him on the ropes.
All right, I thought in the movie that Kyle MacLachlan beat Sting, so
When in doubt, loincloth.
Job interviews. What will the trainers do? Let's see.
man, I clicked. I wanted the carrot. It didn't let me change to the carrot.
Just put it out of its misery.
Oh no.
My bloody carrot.
Now that there is teamwork, folks.
Romantic fantasies. Okay.
Here are the next two fighters.
That's a.
Okay.
I'm glad.
That one?
This is
I'm
getting
so very
interesting.
glad about that one.
I just like to use the gun as
Battling for
MP3
this
on it.
title. The champion of never getting past the first date. It's decision time.
Oh, it's a bit of a closer one now.
Yeah, man. Sturple's got some moves, man.
Yeah.
I dare you to name a more iconic
Thank you.
duo.
Take attention.
Moving on.
Bowl of hot water.
Who is champion of short attention spans?
You know what? I'm going with Noodle just because science, because nothing maintains its energy like fucking H2O, baby.
Yep.
Let's like a goldfish on that one.
The champion of dropping their phone in the toilet.
Noodle.
Here come the
Still the noodle. Ooh, third wheeler.
I just did a spit take. Who wants it more?
I think Turd Wheeler would drop their phone in the
You
toilet.
can do it.
Yes.
Wet Noodle was already in the toilet though, so
That's how it got wet.
Herculean effort.
Oh, well done, Isha.
moral of the story: if you're pasta, stay away from
Up
toilets.
next,
What?
one of them will be a champion of being tall.
Okay.
They're evenly matched. What a battle!
I mean, the chef's hat does make you look pretty tall.
Yeah.
Now it's time to determine a champion of no personality.
Okay. Wow.
What will the trainers do?
Fucking
Yep,
Mars.
I know which one to pick for that one.
We're witnessing greatness.
No one ever accused green tea of not being charismatic.
It was closer than I thought.
These two, they just work
The
so
goat.
well
Well done,
together.
Scott.
Very good,
Mar.
Scott.
That's a very big chef's hat.
Moving on,
It's on top of Mars. Bugtie versus Bono.
champion of lead singers.
Oh man, don't be number two.
We're watching a scribble quibble.
And fuck that fuck tie guy.
This
I would not
one's
get along with
just
him at
about
all.
over. Here's the next title. The champion of trashing hotel rooms.
Well, I mean,
It's decision time.
no, I think it still holds up.
Now this is a
I like the go now.
Coffee's after you've done that.
Every time I clap my hands, a child in Africa dies. Then stop clapping.
The me versus the world mentality certainly paid off.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner.
Yes, thank you.
It's Foxy.
Nice.
I was second. I'm
Pedro,
okay with
All right,
this.
I beat Alan. I accomplished my goal.
Let's go.
Oh man, I narrowly beat by Ven though. Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, rounding errors, bitches. I'm going to say yes, between the fucking gun and the 18-wheeler.
yeah. The 18-wheeler was pretty good. Shitty D. Snyder.
I just got the prompt. It's like third wheeler. Okay. 18-wheeler.
Yep. That's pretty solid.
I mean,
Sturples was pretty good too.
Sturples was pretty good.
fuck Oziel's Harbinger of Doom.
Yes, Harbinger of Doom also.
Norkels pulled through in the end. I knew Norkels was a strong play.
I was a challenger at Sturples, and I was like, what the fuck is this even? A planet, probably?
It's Sturples, dude. Don't
Yeah,
judge.
man. No,
Dude, Sturples is trying his best. Leave him alone.
it's a remake of Call Me Maybe, but it's Planet Probably. Oh, that was pretty good. That's definitely
That's
a game
no
that
moon.
only gets played every 6 months because
Keeps it fresh.
Yes.
All right, Twitch. Hey, thanks for showing up and partying with us, man. We do this every Saturday night, Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon if you're in Space Australia. And yeah, we're gonna bounce out to our Discord. If you are watching, and if you're in our Discord, hop in. We're gonna say our goodbyes, hellos, and all that fun stuff. I'll be back Tuesday for practice tracks because these people playing Trackmania, they think I've loaded all the tracks, and I haven't. So we're going to have some surprises for practice day on Tuesday. That's right. That's going to be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Schedules right here on Twitch. Pop in, do your thing. I will be there racing around, setting some basic times, voting on tracks, which is important because, you know, you show up on Friday for the points match and you're sitting there going, I don't like this track. Well, you should have fucking voted against it. Until then, Dynafire, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.